Blue balls? Yes. What's up, gamers? Hello, hello, hello. Apologies for being late. Nothing to do. I had to wait for a shower. I'm gonna go shower. I was in there. Thank you. Just got in there as I went to get in there because the motherfucker took a sweet ass time. But, oh well, better late than never. We're here. We are live. We are gaming. What is up, Starkly, Mr. Bicular Music, and Celine? Welcome on. And I hope you guys are doing great today. Happy freaking Saturday. Bees, what's up, dude? It's good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure this was up. All right. Playboys, we don't. Was that second chat? No, I was first and second and third and fourth. You were 17th, but it's okay. What's up, Graham Zaka? Welcome on in. What she said on my day? Pause. Today, dude, I'm still. Can I be honest, chat? I'm still recouping from Tepig. I played a little bit too much last night, admittedly. And in other news, I beat the gym on the first try, despite on stream it took like 4. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I pushed up. I spent a little bit too long playing last night. Like, I laid in bed and I probably played for like an hour and a half. And I remember literally thinking to myself, dude, I low-key feel like when I was a kid and I was staying up past my bedtime to play Pokemon, knowing I have school tomorrow, except it's not school, it's work. But I can be late and get away with it, so hi. Anyways, yes, today, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, and of course, anything and everything in between, we have blue balls to find. We need to true. Oh, sick. Okay, we need to get Voltorb. The objective for today is at least Voltorb and one other gamer. The good news is we did not end up losing our catch combo. I was like, we did not end up losing that because we did Cyndaquil, which was huge yesterday. We didn't find it, but we will definitely pick up on that the next time we do. Oh my god, it's gonna be one of these days. I forgot this poke was a pain in the ass. Yeah, we're gonna do that next time we do the bingo hunt, whatever that may be. If that's today, that's tomorrow, if that's in 6 or 7 years, I don't know. I just know that we will do it next. Lecky, what's up, dude? Who up Oshing? They wave right now. That's a good ass question. Who up Oshing? They wave right now. Who up powering they plant? Or whatever the saying goes. I'm doing good, Grim. Thank you for asking, homie. How are you, bro? How are you? I'm really tired, but this is nothing new. I'm gonna do tomorrow, I think. I've been saying this forever, but I really want to like actually do it. I want to wake up earlier tomorrow, like way earlier than I usually do. So I can like start my day early, but also I have to confirm I might not be live tomorrow. I've yet to confirm that, but I'll let you guys know in the Discord ahead of time. Kind of deal. Yo, Voltorb, let's have a conversation, please. Thank you. Oh my god, stop it. So you should only run a PLA? Ooh, what'd you get? What was your starter? I'm assuming you got something because you said it started pretty well. What did you get, homie? Hey, Fish. How's it hanging? How are you, dude? Hello, hello. It's snowing. Hi, Caitlin. Sorry, I said hi to everyone but you. I don't want you to feel excluded. Hi, Caitlin. It's snowing when you're at Loguini. Where do you live? Do you live in the North Pole? Shiny Shanks? Ooh. Ooh, dude, I love Shanks so much. Shout out to Shanks. What a cute Pokemon. It's 10 here right now. It's minus 12 for me. In the south? Oh, the South Pole. Gotcha. It's not snowing in the north anymore. All the snow went south. I get it. It makes sense. Free from the Horde place, thankfully. Don't say that. The Horde place pays the bills. Come on, you know, it ain't that bad. No, yes it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Employment sucks. Changed my birthday, Mon? I know, dude. I'm so jealous. You got such a cool birthday, Mon. I got my fucking Hitmonlee, bro. Yeah, what's up, Umbreon? What's good, homie? It's good to see you. Welcome back, dude. How are we? Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing good today. Hope we are. Hope we are. Okay, first of all, my lips. Not my lips, but like, there's like a piece that's like itchy as fuck. You ever had an itchy lip before, chat? That shit's so awkward because I don't want to like make myself bleed. You know what I'm saying? 40-day watch streak? Sheesh. 40-day watch streak, but do you have 3 months of watch time? Or do we quench? Your birthday month's Hoopa? Damn. Holy aura, okay. I low-key might get something shake-suited for my birthday. You should. I think you should. Why not embrace it completely? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I did a whole lot of, like, nothing yesterday. Other than play Pokemon. I did do, like, 50 monkey resets. Just in case I get a shiny Pansage. Did not happen. I then did, like, 30 cave encounters to see if I got a shiny in the cave. Did not happen. And then I ended with, like, an hour of just doubles grass. And I got nothing. But that's black and white shiny hunting. I don't expect to get anything for a while, dude. What? Childish Gambino. He had to remove Childish Gambino from this. This song got taken off of Spotify for me for a day. That's what he did? He got a childish. I don't know what that means, I'm gonna be honest, but. Whoa. Okay. Sorry. My bad, chat. Got a Herdier birthday mon? I mean, Herdier's cool though. He's like the cop dog, you know what I'm saying? And who doesn't like, what's that little guy's name from Paw Patrol, dude? Who doesn't like the Paw Patrol puppy? That's like basically Herdier. You know what I'm saying? You might as well like just change your perspective ever so slightly. What? Oh, I thought he cut that line out too. I was like, are you kidding me? Yo, what's up, Joe King? They're all puppies, bro. Which one? The cop one? You like the real one? You know what I'm saying? You put your birthday mon is Ting Lu Loguini. Yo, chat, can you legally change your birthday? Is that we like? Are we allowed to do that? Is there a law that supports the idea of that? Because like Loguini, I will fund it for you, bro. If your birthday mon is fucking Ting Lu, I'll start saving up bread so we can change your birthday legally to something way better. I got you, bro. I sent two of my girls home on time, and the other on break on time because I was like that. And I had 4 people online, and then lastly asked if there was anyone I could call, and I didn't. What do you do for employment, Krim? I feel like I'm lacking the context of what you do for work. Forget Ting Lu, because that's what I'm saying. Like, who cares about Ting Lu, bro? No disrespect to like the 2 Ting Lu fans out there, but like, brother, it's fucking Ting Lu. Are you kidding me? That guy doesn't need to exist. He doesn't even need to exist. He doesn't serve a purpose. He just kind of is there. Like, he just kind of exists. You know what I mean? I think the answer is yes, but I gotta check. Okay. Just to confirm. My birthday on a Swalot. Ooh. Swalot is high-key Temu version of Grimer, chat. False or true or false? Facts or cap, dare I say. I don't know, bro. I low-key have always thought that Swalot was, like, in some way, shape, or form meant to be related to the Grimer line. You know what I'm saying? They're both poison types, which wasn't even the purpose of it. They just look so similar. How you doing, Oshawaves? I'm doing alright. Pretty EP, but other than that, I'm doing A-okay. How are you, Sean? Welcome on in, dude. Which of the scarf thing is Ting Lu? The really... Oh, Ting Lu? That's the deer. What's July 16th? Alexa, what's July 16th? Oh. Never mind.
July 60th isn't a valid date. There are only 31 days in July.
That is Xerneas. Yo. Your birthday mon is Xerneas. That's crazy. Holy fucking pull, bro. That's insane. Dude, mine is Hitmonlee. Why do people get all these cool ones? I'm like with Hitmonlee. I would call it Temu Vision, but it's defo similar. Nah, I say Temu, bro. Because Muck is better. Do you really think that Chi-Yu is the best one? It's either Chi-Yu or Chen-Pao. I'm gonna be real. I think Chen-Pao is cooler, but Chi-Yu has a way cooler shiny. I got my turn big last night, so I'm on a Ninetales. Ooh, hell yeah, dude. Good luck, brother. Bum bum ba bum ba. I want to upload a video. I don't have a video to upload, but I really want to upload one, which makes me really sad. Like, I'll have a video to upload. I'm gonna start working on it tonight, actually. I finally get to work on it and start editing it, but I don't know how long that's gonna go. The issue is, I talked about this on stream before. My biggest issue is, after stream, I am, like, really tired. Like, I'm EP, bro. I don't have the energy to work. So, I'm just, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It makes it difficult to, like, be motivated to edit when I'm so tired as is. And I already just don't like editing. Like, you're really tired, and then you have to do something that you really, really don't want to do. And it's like, I don't even have to do it. That's the issue, is I don't have to do it. Like, I do at some point, but I don't have to do it today. That's the fucking curse. That is, I would say knowing that is the worst thing ever. Knowing that I don't have to do something today. That's what drives me nuts. It's like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, it's like, maybe tomorrow doesn't come. Maybe tomorrow's the next day, actually. I got my fucking Appa hat on. What the hell is an Appa hat, bro? Alright, today's my grandma's birthday. Should I do something related to her birthday, Mon? No, probably not. I'm gonna say no, unless she likes Pokemon. Because as much as that is very sweet, you know what I mean? And I mean, like, at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. I've totally been on her end before, where I've had somebody, like, for my birthday, do something, like, related to something that I don't even know what it is. Like, one time, I think isn't there something to do with birthdays in Lord of the Rings, I think? I remember somebody in my family tried to do that for me. Like, I don't know, some Lord of the Rings thing. And I was just like, oh. I don't really know what any of this means. Thanks? Question mark? And I just felt really awkward. Now, of course, she's her grandmother, so she won't feel as awkward. She'll be like, oh, that's sweet. But, unless she's into Pokemon, they're like, hey, your birthday Pokemon is this one. I was like, oh. I don't even know what this one is. Is that good? Is that bad? Is it cool? How many other options were there? Is this significant? Does this have lore? You know what I mean? But, you know, like, you totally could. I don't know. I don't know your grandmother. All right. Hi, Dino. How are we? Happy Saturday. Today's my crochet Mario stuffed animal my mom's made 16th birthday. Today is my crochet Mario stuffed animal's birthday that my mom made me. And it's 16, so it can drive. We'll put it behind the wheel then, dude. Put that baby behind the wheel, bro. Make his ass Uber you around. You got anywhere you gotta go today? Tell him to take you to the bar. He can be your DUI. Or, not DUI. Designated driver. Oops. I'm excited for D&D today. That's so huge. I'm so envious. I hope you enjoy it. I cannot for the life of me get into D&D, but I'm really, really sad that I can't get into it because I think it'd be really cool. But I just can't. I wanted to, I really did. And I feel like maybe if I knew the right people. But I had a friend who was like, hey, I can like, you wanna play with me and my friends? Like we can help you. And I was like, sure. And then I realized that like I have to role play in front of people that I don't know. And I was like, okay, I don't want to do that anymore. No, thank you. I don't want to do it. Thank you. No, thank you. What's up, Sanity? What is up, dude? How did you have another thingy today? Your interview? How'd that go today? You gotta find the right group. I think you just have to find a group that you're comfortable with. I think that above all else, you have to be comfortable with the group. I don't not strangers. A creature has not lasted long enough to swing. No, but he can drive, so he can drive. So Ace can swing. That's what I'm saying. You had a J1 interview went really well. Did you rizz up the huzz and secure the employment? But I do hope you have fun. Dan, I'm very jealous. Have fun for me at the very least. What she knows about Pokemon? It'd be like a small part of her gift. I'm getting bracelets, her favorite chocolate, handmade pipe cleaner, flower bouquet, and something for my cat. Oh, that's cute. If that is, since if you're doing something big like that, then yeah, you could just like maybe throw in like her birthday Pokemon and then be like, this is your birthday Pokemon. And then just like introduce her that way. I wouldn't just do that though. But like you said, you're doing a bunch of other stuff. Totally do it. Ask the employer why they wouldn't hire you. True. Walk into the interview and then they say, so what are your skills? I'll just be like, fuck my skills. What do I have to say so you will not hire me? And then they'll be so confused. You won't get the job, but they'll be like, what the fuck? Can I eat an entire cheesecake in 10 minutes? But here's the twist. I'm lactose intolerant. Good luck, Joe. But I want to be hired. Do you really want to be hired? Think about it. Is work really that cool? Is it really that fun getting up when you don't want to get up and then having to go do something you don't want to do? And then but money's a pretty good incentive. Yes, you do. Boink. Well, I mean, fingers crossed. Actually, he did tell me he's interviewing 2 more people today, but also told me that I look more promising. I look the most promising. Ooh, okay. W Riz, sheesh. Hello, AT. How are we? Happy Saturday. 3rd Chinese early of the day. And he just got love with the research on Eevee, but I'll never get it. Dude, Eevee is one of the hardest Chinese to get in PLA. You have to be patient upon patient upon patient upon patient. How else will I push Caleb off the top 2 in the gifted sub leaderboard? That's crazy, Caleb. It's okay. Caleb's not here to hear that, bro. Don't worry. We can keep that on the deal. Keep it between me and you. I could never lactose. Oh, I can't relate. I have only 1 toe. I am here, bitch. Nuh-uh. You're at work right now, liar. Did you have a good dinner? Me? Did I have a good dinner? Brother, I woke up. Like, I just woke up a little bit ago. Like, an hour ago. I had apples and peanut butter, and my stomach is really upset. But it was really good. So, that's it, though. Maybe I'll... But getting fired over an Oshawaves Twitch stream. Yeah, you know what, Sanity, actually? So here's the deal, man. On other news, I'm actually going to contact that place that you took a job interview at. And I'm just going to show them a large documentation of all of the things you've said that I violate some sort of law somewhere. And that way you cannot get hired. Unfortunately. Wait, did you end up getting Chinese static? Well, no. I did not. That's okay. Blink. Oh, yesterday. What did I end up eating, dude? Oh, dude, you know what's crazy? I got McDonald's. I ordered. Because I didn't eat for like 3 hours after stream. I completely forgot that I was hungry. Like, I just completely forgot. I just didn't feel hungry. And then it, like, out of nowhere, boom. Like, I just felt like I was starving. Like, 5 minutes, I felt perfectly fine. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I feel like I was starving. I haven't eaten in, like, 3 months. I was like, dude, I'm locked in on script writing right now. I can't stop. So I had to order food. But it was okay, because it was yummy. You can do it because you don't know why I applied. Yeah, but using the Pythagorean theorem, yeah, I'm just not pretty hard to figure that one out. What do we? Definitely not too hard. Only fast with this was Wendy's. I'm telling you, HC. Try a McDouble and either a McChicken or a Junior Chicken. A McChicken is more, so it would work better, but it's more expensive. And the Junior Chicken's a cheaper option, but it's a little less filling. But literally do what I do and put them together. Like, get a McDouble. What I do is I get a McDouble. I get no pickles, so I'm like pickles. Yeah, the McGangbang, exactly. And then put it, like, get a Junior Chicken or a McChicken, whatever, with no sauce. You cannot have it with sauce, because if you have it with sauce, it doesn't mix well with the McDouble toppings. It tastes like shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. You need to not have sauce on the chicken burger. And then literally just put them inside each other and eat them. No Big Mac sauce? I don't think there is Big Mac sauce on... I mean, like, I've never ordered it with Big Mac, because I do it through the app. That's not even an option. I mean, like, if you like that, you could totally try that. But you gotta remember, like, you're also gonna have, like, mayo, or not mayo, you're gonna have, like, ketchup, mustard, and everything that's on a McDouble. Like, everything that's on that. So if you don't think that would mix well with a Big Mac sauce, then don't get it, but you could try it. But that's what I do. Literally put them inside each other, pause, and then eat it. And that fills me up. Because I was literally talking to Bunny about this yesterday too. My biggest issue with McDonald's was that I would eat it and I'd feel hungry like 30 minutes later. But ever since I started doing that, I'd be like, damn, that was fucking good. I'm good now, bro. I'm chilling. Oshawaves. Hello, Confused. What's up, dude? What is up, brother? Burger King is better than McDonald's? I don't entirely disagree, but I've explained it like a bunch of times before. When I was a kid, my parents used to like bribe me with McDonald's. Not like bribe me, but that was like a reward. I was like, hey, if you guys clean, like, sheets of my sister and I, if you guys clean the living room, we might get McDonald's tonight. Or like, if you're really good, we'll get McDonald's on the way home. Or something like that. Like, so like as a kid, they kind of drilled into my brain that McDonald's is like a reward food. So it's like, I don't necessarily disagree with that because I haven't had Burger King in a fucking minute, but Burger King is really good. I do enjoy Burger King, but I will still opt for McDonald's every single time. A&W is better than McDonald's, yeah, but A&W is expensive, as you said. I'm very stingy when I spend money on takeout, so I always try to like get the cheapest thing that I can, while still being able to enjoy it. Because I'm not gonna go get like a small fry and be like, okay, that's enough for me. Like, no. Also, just on the news, what's it called? The McGangbang's cheaper than a fucking like a McGangbang meal is cheaper than a fucking Big Mac meal, but like a couple bucks. Actually, it's not like 10 cents cheaper. I think my order comes to $20 after delivery, like less than $20, and that's that. I also usually sometimes I do, sometimes I, like yesterday. No, yesterday I didn't get a thing though. It's usually like $20, no more, no less. But that's like large fry. That's the burger. That's the 2 burgers. And then sometimes they get a coffee. Sometimes they get a milkshake. Like, I don't know. That's kind of what it depends. But it's cheap. Like a Big Mac meal is like 21. So. Oh, what? You heard me. Hi, Poopy. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't have a water, so I'm going to scam you. I'm going to hydrate with coffee, which is like close enough. Yo, chill.
Sir Poopy 200 says hello everyone, it is your favorite stinker.
Holy throwback.
Poopy. How did you sleep, Mr. Funny Femboy Twitch streamer? I feel like today will be a good day. I'm eating Fruity Pebbles while watching, and once I'm done eating I might play some games on my pewter. Stay hydrated, loved and kindness.
Games on your pewter?
XOXO.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure? League of Legends, if you are awful. What games are you going to play on your pewter? Is that my hardcore Minecraft world? Have you tried not dying? Ah, that sucks. 07 to you, bro. 07 to you, bro, Chacho. I should have do that too, right? Yes, you did. You did, and I'm pretty sure I never got back to you because when we were talking, I was stoned out of my mind, and I was like so locked into whatever I was playing. But I remember you showing me that. I just don't remember responding to it. Hold on, Ace. Oh no, I did. Yes. I responded to it. I said it was tough, and then that was it. But it's tough, bro. That is such a fire fucking. Where is that? If you don't mind me asking, like, is that on your arm? Or, sorry, you said it was a drawing that you were gonna get it tattooed. Where are you gonna get it? Right calf. Okay. Okay, so actually I lied because you showed me the Rayquaza thing, but that was a drawing that you're gonna get a tattoo of. I don't know if that is your new tattoo. If you got a different tattoo, then no. I don't think I have seen it, but what is it? Can you say it's bad for your health? What do you mean? Getting rocks thrown at you? True. Asha, I need to save 1.5 million scout drops to become the Bean Boy. Oh yeah, didn't I lower it to 1.5 million? I did. Try to give you guys a 500,000 channel point discount if you claim the reward one. I'm kind of scared to get a tattoo. I'd like to get one, but I don't know. You should get a tattoo of Oshawaves right on your forehead. Oh, yes, I did see this one, Ace. Yes, I did. Because I didn't know the context, and then you showed me the song, and I thought it was really funny. Yes, I have seen that one. I'd rather die. Are you fucking kidding me? What do you mean you'd rather die? Why are you here right now, AT? If you would rather die than get an Oshawaves tattoo on your forehead, then why do you have nearly a month of time spent in my stream alone? Riddle me that one. If I'm oh so awful and evil and bad and criminal and bad for the Huzz, riddle me that one, Batman. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that idea. That's actually kind of a funny idea, Ace. Oh, no, that wasn't Ace. Who said that? It was Jimmy. Dude, that's a fire fucking idea, Jimmy. So we're gonna have a channel point redemption chat that literally is double or nothing, and it's not gonna do anything. But it's just gonna get doubled every time. Every time this is redeemed, the price is doubled. Nothing happens. All right, chat. Refresh your streams. There it is. Who's gonna redeem the first double or nothing? All right, Sanity did. All right, music doubled it again. I actually have to do this. Hold on. Cooldown on limits. Redemption cooldown. Once every, I guess, 5 minutes. No, every like, no, I'll just do 60 seconds. I'll do 1 minute. Okay, double to 4. Oh my god, wait, why is it doubling so much? Oh my chat. Wait, you guys are cheating. Chat, you guys are cheating. Stop, you're cheating. Stop, that's cheating, chat, that's cheating. Stop it. Oh my god. I'm gonna just, alright, it's disabled. You guys, alright. You guys got it, it's gone. You guys just lost it. This is why we can't have good things, chat. This is why we can't have good things. Everybody in chat redeemed it, bro. It's gone. You guys lost your double or nothing privileges. You broke the toy. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. How many doubles away from a million? Just for the record, chat. Starting at, isn't it 23? No. Chat, the amount of times you guys redeemed it, the next cost should be 2,097,152 channel points. Just so you guys know. If I were to double it for every individual redemption, it would cost 2 million right now. Absurd. Okay. I'll double it. We'll set it at 1,000. That's what we'll do. There. All right. It's doubled at 1,000. The double or nothing permissions are back. All right. And there's a cooldown, so you guys can't fucking spam it. W wasted channel points. Boo. What do you mean, boo? It's not that's the whole point of it, is for it to be doubled. Every time you spend money, it's supposed to be doubled. Ow. Why would you do that, Sir PP20? What's wrong with you? Face tattoos are ugly. Okay, then get it on your back. Air traffic. Tattoo my big forehead on your back. And I will give you super mod. Tell Kage to get cheeseburger waves tattooed on his left butt cheek. Kage won't even get a tattoo with me, bro. Kage refused to get a tattoo with me. Why would he... Or with me. Why would he get a tattoo of me? You know what I'm saying? Why would he do that? That's the neat part. He won't. he would simply refuse. Thank you for the hydrate. Zimph. Cheers. Coffee counts because coffee has water in it. I just want to go get a water bottle right now. Once we're out of coffee, I'll go grab a bottle. Made Asha tattoo might be sick. Bro is floating. Something like that. Something like that for the one time. What's going on, Australia? Dude, I love it here, bro. Are you kidding me? Dude. There's hella baddies around, bro. And the people talk funny, but in a cool way. I would totally live in Australia. If I could, I 100% would. I mean, like, I'm not the biggest fan of critters, but exposure therapy fixes that no problem. And I love the way that everybody talks. Like, I love the accent, and both male and female. It's like there's no losing. I love the way that they communicate. I say the way they communicate like they're a bunch of fucking aliens, dude. They're human beings. They just talk a little funny. Friday the 13th is next month, which means flash sheet time. What is a flash sheet? What is a flash sheet? What is that? Hi, Allah. I love that emo. He's so silly. How are we? How are you? Coming to New Zealand, bro. There's less bugs. Yeah, but I don't know if I like it as much. You know what I mean? Do New Zealanders talk like Australians? Do they? Like, really? Another Kiwi in the chat. What the hell's a Kiwi? God, there's less Aussie? Yeah, but I think, like, the Aussie is the coolest part, dude. And the women, bro. I'm just saying. I have a type. And it's Australians. Men. Kiwi someone from New Zealand? Oh. Oh. Getting wandering for the first time. Some hopes and prayers. Good luck, brother. Best of luck to you, homie. Where is New Zealand? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know where New Zealand is on the map. Where is that located? Like, what's it close to? Or like, I guess like, where are its borders? East of Australia. To the right of Australia. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was just water. Oh, there are itty bitty little islands over there. Oh, so it's like really tiny. Relatable. Maybe I do have to move there. You mean like it's like down here? Oh, it's right here. Sorry to all these countries. I just never acknowledged you. My bad. It will happen again though. Dude, that's taller, fuck. I guess it's longer though. I don't know if I could do all that. Is it fucking windy as shit there or what? I thought it was near Germany. No, see, that's so real though. I'm gonna be kind of honest. I kind of did too. That was kind of the assumption. I was thinking like kind of like in between Germany and Africa. I don't even know if there's space there. I don't think Germany. Oh, isn't that Austria? I don't know. I was kind of thinking like that area, like kind of like Southern Europe, but also a little bit east. Very bipolar weather. It's because you guys are on an island. Tegan. Yo, Tegan. Dude, where are you getting all these channel points from, bro? This motherfucker flipped me upside down and then just put 8 bands on double or nothing. Damn, somebody cashed out. I mean, I respect it, but like, where'd you get all this money from? Bro found the infinite channel points glitch. The Minecraft movie was filmed in New Zealand? Whoa. Oh. I just remembered something. Hold on. I gotta disappear for a sec. I'm not gonna take this off of the upside down time, but I gotta turn my face cam off for a sec. Blink. I'll be right back. I mean, I'm still here, but like, you know what I mean? Flashbang! Flashbang going out. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty A-okay. All things considered. I had to grab my drugs, chat. Did he get whiter? Yes, chat. Actually, when I turn my face cam off, I'm actually just turning the light on. It's like I'm just so white that when, you know, there's a light on, you literally just don't see me. You know, it's like the opposite. If you know, you know. And another life. Bro's cheating. Wait, how am I cheating? I was grabbing drugs. They're not even drugs. They're just fucking supplements. Because I haven't been taking those because I stopped taking my medication. I'm on strike with my own meds right now. We're beefing. Because I'm convinced I actually don't need them and the side effects are driving me nuts. Oh, the guy dropped AK. Oh, what if that was my alt account? So then the Tuxedo Blade himself Cartana. Tuxedo. How did I never notice that? Wait, that's tough. Now, like, you're kind of spinning, bro. High key. That motherfucker totally does have a I almost said a casino. That motherfucker totally got a tuxedo. How did I not realize that? That's crazy. Dude, Caleb got a shiny Cartana on his first encounter. That was crazy. Got the whole casino on. Yo, chat, type 1 if you be pulling up the function wearing the casino. See, me personally, I'm spamming ones right now because, bro, if you're not wearing the casino, what are you doing? The song's great, but not right now. Nope. 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 I just skipped a very weird song. Surprised you remember that. I remember some things, you know what I'm saying? I just very, very insignificant things that do not matter. Like your birthday, I will never remember that. But remembering that one time that one guy found a first encounter shiny, yeah, I'll forever, I'll take that to the grave. That was a big ball. I'm cold turkey off my meds and I feel insanely better. I don't know what your meds are for. Mine are for, actually they're for heartburn. Cause you guys want a little bit of Oshawaves? This up until like, I would say 2 months ago. No, not 2 months ago. When did I get my meds? Maybe like 3-4 months ago. It's been a while now. But prior to that, I would get heartburn like 8 times a day. Like actively. It was a regular occurrence for like half my day to just be spent having heartburn. And I mean, like, I haven't had heartburn since I've been on the meds, but I'm convinced I don't need them every day. Like, I'm literally just gonna take them when I have heartburn. Because I did that one time, I forgot to take my meds. I was like, oh my god, I have heartburn. I took my meds. 5 minutes later, gone for the rest of the day. So I think I'm just gonna do that instead. What I do, honey boo? What's up, JJ? How we doing, homie? How are we, bro? Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Like, oh, you forget to reply to my DMs? Tell her I said hi. I got off you what? Because Kage went to bed and Wicked is working on a video. There you go. There's your response. Oh, well, I mean, it was upside down, but I put my thumbs up. Yeah, I'll do like this for you. Should I keep crocheting a bouquet blanket for my girlfriend or shiny hunt? These are the real questions. Well, how much longer do you think it'll take you to finish the blanket? Because if you do think you can finish the blanket before you, like, you need to, I guess. Like, I don't know if you plan on giving this to her at a specific time or if it's kind of just like, I'll give it to her when it's done. But if you have a specific time to be done by and you can still confidently say you'll have it done, if you were to take a teeny weeny little 3 or 4 hour shiny hunting break, totally do that. Why is Bear upside down? I'm banished to Australia for the next 17 seconds. He's in the land down under. There's 152 cannon Pokemon? Yes, absolutely. Mew 3. Thank you for that Loic sanity. I stopped taking my depression meds cold turkey like a year ago. I'll take them. You want to trade? I have anti-heartburn ones. Trade them bitches like Pokemon cards. Don't ever do that, chat. That's so bad. I have to, you know, legally say that one. Don't ever do that. Are you pulling the Quinn Rutleg and... I have no idea who that is. And trying to get a full shiny living dex. So I'm also going to say, I don't know who that is, but I also can say with confidence that this Quinn individual did not invent getting a shiny living dex. He did not invent that. I'm quite confident that was not him. But am I trying to get a shiny living dex? Yes. You're nothing without me? Don't say that, Florida Paul 67. I know you're right, but don't remind me, please. Aching, begging you to come. A very productive day. Work until 12. How to be doctor, dad, and fix my car all before 1. Damn! It's a good fucking day, bro. Dude, productive days are the best days. A day where you just don't even mean to lock in, but you just totally do, and you get everything you need done. I'm gonna be real. Those are like top 3 days OHC for me. Should I go piss in the snow since it never snow? I mean, hey, maybe some kid thinks it's like, I mean, like, maybe, I don't know. Shout out to the yellow snow cones, chat. I don't know, bro. There's a lot of different things you can do with snow. Never in my life have I seen somebody say, I want to go piss in it. You know, like, I've seen, like, make a snow angel, make a snowman, have a snowball fight. Never that one. But, I mean, hey. Some people are... creative, I guess. You never written your name in the snow? Yeah, you could have done too. You could write your name in the snow. You gotta piss in it. Totally. I need lemonade flavor. Yo, lemonade is not that good, bro. Can we talk about it? Lemonade is low-key so mid. Is that a crazy take? I'm gonna give my little sister a lemonade snow cone. No, don't do that. Do not do that. Good take. Yeah, I just, bro. Lemonade just don't hit. That being said, raspberry lemonade, fucks. Oh my god. That shit is so pee-pee. If you know, you know. But... dude, normal lemonade is like arguably like one of the worst bevies of all time. But like raspberry, I don't know why raspberry is so much better, but it is, bro. Strawberry lemonade? I've never had, but I know raspberry lemonade's amazing, so I imagine that's just as good. If not, honestly, better. Chick-fil-A lemonade is the best lemonade. This is so true. Can confirm. As somebody who continuously and regularly goes to Chick-fil-A, we don't even have one. Oh, yeah, that's a lie. We actually do have one in Canada. I've had Chick-fil-A once in my life, and it was the most mid shit ever. I can vouch that Chick-fil-A is definitely... they have the lemonade of all time. I still have no idea how I fix my car, but it's running, so I'm not going to question it. That's all that matters. If it's working, who cares? I swear I'll behave. My ego is bad. Blueberry lemonade under AF? I didn't even know it was a thing. Blueberry lemonade? Nuh-uh. Got the moves like Jagger. I got the move like Jagger. An Arnold Palmer. What the Fortnite is an Arnold Palmer? Is that like that guy like Arnold Swartz? I'm not saying the rest of it. I'm good, bro. I'm not touching nothing. I'm good, but... is that like his drink? Like a sponsored bevy? We played one part last week. My dad jumped me off. Stomped the gas and started. Fuck it. It worked. Who cares? That's all that matters. Why would you pay all this money for some fucking... oh my god, what are they called? Mechanic. To do a lot when you can just do it yourself. Sounds like a soccer player, like Messi. Sui. I almost said Stable Ronaldo. That's not his fucking name. Christian Ronaldo. Polar is half lemonade, half sweet tea. See, well, I'm not a lemonade fan, and I'm definitely not a tea fan, so I don't think that bevy is for me. Got the moves like Jagger. This is gas? Well, what flavor is it just like normal tea? Or is there like, can you get like flavored tea? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know tea lord, dude. I've never had tea in my life, chat. I don't know fuck all about tea. Can I have like flavored sweet tea? Or no? Oh, baby, run. If you get the new games through hacking at 3DS, can you still transfer them to the newer games? Oh, no, sorry. If you get the games through hacking at 3DS, can you still transfer them? Corgi, you have to Google those questions. That's not... I don't say this directly to you, I say this to everybody. If you're gonna ask me questions about, hey, Oshawaves, can I download this game on the internet and then play it for free? I'm gonna say no, because obviously pirating is bad. Google those questions. Because that is literal... Pirating is illegal. That is a crime. Okay, now the odds of you getting caught for committing said crime are still slim. However, that being said, I'm not gonna say, yes, go do that, Corgi. You got it, brother. Hypothetically, if I don't do it, hypothetically, go Google your question. I emulate, but I'm not gonna assist somebody in fucking pirating. Google that question. Chat, don't pirate games. End of story. Period. T. Bring your ass to Southern US and I'll make you the best sweet tea ever. For a gallon pitcher, drop like 5 big scoops of sugar in it. Big scoops and a gallon. Hold on. How big is a gallon though? You know what? Before I say that, how big is a gallon? 3,000. That's 4 liters. Nearly. Okay, you know what? Actually, 5 scoops of sugar. That's basically 1 scoop of sugar per liter. That's actually... Because at first I was like, damn, that is a crazy sugar ratio. But that's like a little... It's like 1.25 scoops per liter. And I put 1 scoop in one of these cups. And this is definitely like 400. So, I mean, this is coffee. That's tea, but... What if instead I just put the scoops of sugar in my mouth instead? I just ate this sugar. Baby. This city's called... Oh. What the freak? Boink. Actually, mods, can we start nuking any questions about, like pirating like that? Can we just start nuking that? You don't have to nuke corgis, but I'm just saying like going forward. Can we start sniping those ones?
Music _L0VR says I love eating straight sugar.
What about gay sugar? What about bisexual sugar? Why only straight sugar? Do we got a problem here, music? Is there something you want to say right now, bro? You kidding me? Can I go be a pirate? Totally. You want to go be a pirate? Go be a pirate. Because can you even legally be a pirate in 2026? Is that against the law? I mean, I guess if you're out in the fucking ocean the entire time, who gives a shit about the law? But like, do pirates exist, chat? Like actually in modern day and age, do they still exist? Like, pirates exist like they used to, I mean. Like, I'm talking like motherfuckers get like an old school ass ship and they got cannons on them bitches and they shoot each other.
Also, I'm gay. I can't be homophobic to sugar.
Also, I'm gay. I can't be homophobic to sugars. So you're gay. That means you're committing friendly fire. In the Middle East, do they have water? I mean, I guess like, yeah, but it's Middle East, right? Isn't Middle East like the middle piece of land on the east? Or there's no lake, or there's no oceans there. Can you be a pirate outside of just the oceans? I feel like if you're a pirate and you just go on like a lake, that's not really pirating. Maybe. Probably not, because I feel like if someone stole from a country, that country got from. That's what I mean. See, everybody's like, yes, question mark, yes, question mark. Thank you, air traffic. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that's it is a crime.
F1820 says there was a legitimate movie about Somali pirates. It's where the I'm the captain now meme came from.
Oh. Pirates. Pirates remain active and capable. See, but it's not the same, bro. You're not a pirate if you're carrying an AR-15. You need to be carrying a flintlock pistol from from Fortnite or some shit. Go for stories of modern day pirates pulling up and robbing, stealing boats and shit. Yeah, I just think like being a pirate now isn't the same as being a pirates then. That wasn't it. That's what I'm saying. Like back then, that was you used the flintlock pistol, but it was like incredibly inaccurate. At a distance, it was inaccurate. Traded cans for AKs and swords for machetes. That's what I'm saying. You know, they don't got cannons anymore. They don't got cannons on their wooden ass boats. Like maybe you have cannons on like a metal boat, but at that point, that just looks like a fucking USS submarine or some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like a pirate, bro. If I'm driving like a submarine with like a bunch of torpedoes on it, motherfucker, I'm not a pirate. I'm just a criminal. You know what I mean? If I'm a pirate, I have like an eye patch. I gotta drive a wooden boat with cannons and flintlock pistols, and I'm guard with my like really low quality sword or whatever the fuck. In fact, if you said flintlock and flintlock, oh my god, is it actually called a flintlock? I've heard people say that before. I thought they were just saying it wrong. I'm gonna be so honest. Pirates are just sea gangsters. Yeah, pretty much, I guess, huh? So OG pirates are extinct. Asha, please stop. Am I pushing a border? Is this like, is this not socially acceptable to ask questions about pirates? Why do I have to stop? I'm just a man of curiosity. Why am I not allowed to be curious about pirates? Is there something I should know? Like, did something happen in recent times that I'm just oblivious to? This was definitely Flintlock. Yeah, but Flintlock is cooler because Flintlock has knockback. If we get, you were questioning about a completely different kind of pirating, Corgi. I am talking about an actual sea pirate with cannons and fucking flintlocks and shit. Not downloading illegal content online for free. So, there's a difference. There's a big difference. And also, I'm the streamer, so I can break my own rules. Chat, no swearing from this point forward. Fuck. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Mods, ban anybody who says any swear words. Everybody who's swearing right now, ban them. Actually. Nuke them. JJ, gone. Wurmple, gone. Orb, pushing it. See? I can do whatever I want. I gotta break my own rules. W mods. The laser beam Yeet pistol is best weapon. Dude, I never played with it. That sounds really weird. I never played with laser beam's pistol. That sounds so weird. I don't know when it was. I have no recollection whatsoever of using it. Wasn't it only in a tournament? You got too much Fortnite in your waves? I've been playing Fortnite for nearly a decade, yeah. Almost half of my life I've not spent on Fortnite, but Fortnite's existed for almost half my entire life, and I've played it since it existed. So. When you were like 7? Alexa, when did Fortnite Battle Royale release?
Fortnite Battle Royale was officially released on July 13th, 2018.
18. That was 8 years ago. So I would have been... Thank you, Alexa.
You're welcome. Always happy to help
16.
with your gaming history questions.
No, 14. I would have been 14, not 7. Damn, okay, so I guess a third of my life then. Damn, I'm old. For real, bro. It's about that time we get you in a wheelchair. There will come a time where I've been playing Pokemon for a majority of my life. I love that for you. I don't think the same. Can I be completely honest, chat? I love Pokemon to pieces. I played Pokemon when I was like, I played when I was 3. That's when I first got into Pokemon. I kind of took a break for a couple of years because I didn't play Ruby. Like, I just had Gen 1 and Gen 2 up until Gen 5. I didn't have Gen 4. I didn't have Gen 3. Then Gen 5 forward, I had every game. And then obviously, like, I went back and I bought the other ones, but I've played Pokemon for so much of my life. That being said, I don't think I'll do this forever. I will make content until the day I die. I'm quite convinced. That being said, I actually don't think I'll be shiny hunting and doing Pokemon forever. Like, I do think there'll come a time where I move on from Pokemon. And maybe I just do, like, I don't know what I'll do, but I like PvP games more than I like Pokemon. So, and Pokemon's not PvP. And then the aspect of Pokemon that is PvP is incredibly analytical, which I love that, but that's not the kind of PvP that I love. You know what I mean? Something like I like shooters. That's what I take it for a short bit tonight. I'm head off. Have a good luck with the Oshawaves. We'll see y'all. We'll see you later, Kato. Take it easy, dude. Have a good rest of your weekend, brother. There's so many balls, but none of them are blue. I look forward to the sponge pass. I'm like autistically obsessed with Pokemon. Retweet. Try Splatoon? Fuck no. That is way too like, that is, no. I can't do Splatoon, bro. I want to shoot people, not shoot my red or blue goo all over the ground. For a second, I thought you were hunting Electabuzz. I would lose my mind, Vingu, if I was still hunting the Buzz. I would actually go insane. No, I just don't like Splatoon. Splatoon is not the kind of shooter that I like. I've seen Splatoon, and it doesn't even look interesting. Like, I would play Splatoon, and it would literally feel like I'm playing, like, a children's video game. Because it literally, like, it is. Like, I play Pokemon, and Pokemon's a children's game, too. But I don't play Pokemon, I feel like I'm playing a kid's game. I'm gonna play Splatoon, and I'm literally going to feel like I am in a fucking preschool playing with a toddler. Like, watching them build blocks or something. That is the feeling that I guarantee you I would get from playing Splatoon. Because I've played every other kind of shooter. And that's just like, that is the kiddiest version of it ever. Like, Fortnite was kind of kiddie in the sense that it was like high saturation, like it was very colorful, very vibrant. But that was a part of its charm, I feel like. And though Fortnite is still popular among younger individuals, it doesn't feel necessarily like a kid's game. Not like Splatoon does. You should play Elden Ring. So I tried playing Elden Ring. I got really drunk and I played it for like 40 minutes. I was like, this shit sucks, and I never played it again. What's up, Sailor? I love Splatoon, but I'm not a fan of shooters because they're too hard for me. See, if you don't like shooters, you're just not gonna like shooters, right? But if the only reason you don't like something is because it's too hard, like if you like every other aspect of a shooter game, but it's too hard for you, then play it anyways. Because when you're doing any sort of PvP, not necessarily even PvP, but like, yeah, because it's player versus player. If you are playing against other players who have also played the game, you can't expect to pick up a controller and just do better. Or you can't expect to just play and do better. It's the same thing with literally anything. You need to learn how to do it. You need to learn how to play the game as you do anything. You can't just pick up a basketball and become the next LeBron James, right? And it's the same thing with video games. You have to invest time to learn. So if you really do like every other aspect, except for the fact that it's too hard, then play it. Just literally without even attempting to improve, you will improve just by playing. You may not improve in the aspect that you think to, but you will improve in some aspects just by playing. You know what I mean? So again, like if you don't, but like also the process of learning in a PvP aspect is very frustrating because it is literally consistent death. Like you are dying over and 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 over again. But you have to go through that process if you want to get anywhere. Just like when you're playing basketball, you're gonna miss every shot over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So many people are nowadays, and that's not necessarily like the people's fault. We're just so used to like instant gratification and instant, I guess like serotonin. Like you can literally open TikTok, boom, instantly serotonin. Is that the right? Is it serotonin? I think the word serotonin. I think that's what it's called. Like that feeling that like that feeling of like I guess like happiness or entertainment. I'm not describing that well, but that word is like it's constantly there. You're being fed it over and over. And dopamine too. Yeah, you're constantly being fed serotonin, and you were constantly feeling dopamine. The word I was looking for is dopamine, right? Over and over. You open TikTok, dopamine. You open Twitter, dopamine, like instantly, right? That it kind of makes you feel like learning something or earning dopamine. It literally just feels like wrong now. But that's not how it used to be. Prior to TikTok, that's like literally, you wanted to feel dopamine, you had to learn. You had to get good at something to get that dopamine. Now it's just, you expect it. So that's like, I feel like nowadays more than ever, nobody really wants to learn anything or invest anything because they go in, or maybe they think they want to, and then they try it, and then within a week they give up because they're expecting it within a week because of things like TikTok, where you're expected, like you put minimal effort and you get exactly what you want. Dopamine, serotonin. You know what I mean? So, and just tying this back, that's the reason I love shooters so much is because of the dopamine. But I never, like, I had to invest so much time to consistently receive that dopamine hit. Every time you get a kill, every time you do something, you get a hint or some sort of dopamine, like, rush, I guess. But it was never like, it was like I just played my first game of Fortnite and that happens. I didn't get my first kill on Fortnite for like 3 hours of gameplay. So I played Fortnite for 3 hours, dying over and over and over and over before I got my first fucking kill. And I was like, holy shit, I want to do it again. And I did it more and more and more, and I got better and better and better, getting more dopamine hits over time. I didn't just jump on and play. And I'm guilty of this too. Like, I am so guilty of this too. Because anytime I try a new shooter, I go in with this expectation that I'm gonna be good, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not good, I'm getting off. Like, I do this all the time. I'm guilty of it too. But then I literally notice it right after. It's like, dude, I can't go into a new game and just expect to be good when I've never fucking played it before. I know nothing about the game other than to shoot people. And yeah, you know what? If you're good at one shooter, then being able to aim will transfer over. Like, you'll be able to aim, but there's so much more to a game than just clicking and shooting. So I don't know, like I'm guilty of it too, but that is a very unreasonable expectation. If you went back 20 years ago and you tried to explain that to somebody that like, oh, well, yeah, I tried this for a week and it didn't work out, so I gave up. They would look at you and they'd be like, that's pathetic. You tried for a week? What are you talking about? Because prior to like 15, 20 years ago, you weren't fed nearly as much dopamine as you are nowadays. It's not necessarily your fault. However, being self-aware of that will help tremendously in actually achieving the things that you want to achieve. It's just social media sucks because of that instant dopamine. Oh, 100%. But everybody's guilty of the instant dopamine. 100, like I am too. But if the ability would have similar, we just have to place. I feel like back in the day we did have similar. We just have a place to say it because otherwise it's man up or something. I'm gonna be honest with you, Wukong. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just never got TikTok, to be honest. I find that learning something, even if it's not a skill, just researching something I'm interested in, makes me really happy. W, bro. Like TikTok is like TikTok is a hit and miss. Like there's a two-way street, you know. It's not like TikTok is like this evil fucking thing. Like TikTok is great if you want to kill an hour. If you literally have nothing to do but you're not tired, TikTok is great. You can open TikTok and boom, next thing you know, 3 hours have gone by, which is good in moderation, but that's literally everything. So I remember old Fortnite, and then I dropped 25 kills with a pistol, and there's a total of 8 real people. I will say, yes, old Fortnite and new Fortnite are different. With the integration of bots, that dopamine rush nearly isn't as much, but like it's still the original point of you're not gonna get good unless you get good, like unless you invest time is kind of like that's just real. And I think people just don't think about that when it comes to video games specifically. La 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 la. I feel like Pokemon also kind of ruined video games for me because I don't want to learn anything new because that's scary. So I just play Pokemon a million times, which I don't mind, but I guess I'm a fake gamer. No, that's very fair. Like I'm very much in the same way. Not wanting to learn anything new is so real. So very real. I just like I get it. So I promise I'm not calling you out because I literally do this too. But that being said, if you're never gonna learn anything, then that's that. You're never gonna be able to learn anything. And that's okay. Like, if you're okay with that, then who cares? But everybody, I strongly believe that everybody has a part within them. You know, like, everybody has a part of them that really wants to learn more or do something new. Like, even if you're just boredom, you're bored of what you do now, go and learn something new. That would be literally something that would fix your boredom, and then also you're learning something new, so it's a win-win. However, because of this habit of instant dopamine, you go in expecting instant dopamine, maybe not for the first day, but like, you know, within a week, and you're like, dude, I'm not really getting any dopamine from this. You won't literally think I'm not getting dopamine from this. Your brain won't think that, but subconsciously you will know, like, you was like, dude, it's just this is boring. Because you're not getting these dopamine hits that you're so used to getting. I don't get ads, my Twitch just tweaks out. It must be nice, bro. I mean, even Pokemon games like this nowadays. After Black and White many years for the first time, we'll actually have to grind and play the game. Even many Pokemon games like this nowadays. I'm playing Black and White after many years for the first time. I should have grind and play this game. I see your point, but I think the XP share isn't necessarily, like, I think that's a bad example of it because the XP share is 100% a life thing. Like, I see the point you're making, whereas like in newer games with the XP share, you don't need to level grind, whereas in older games you do, and like by that point, it could be considered discipline, making you do something you don't want to do to receive the gratification of, you know, just like training up a new Pokemon and having it fully evolve and feeling that level of gratification and then having it be really powerful and that, you know, that effort being paid off. I totally see that, but I think the XP share was just a necessity for Pokemon, like for quality of life in Pokemon, because grinding for Pokemon sucks. That's not even like a new thing. That's just like a thing. Like the XP share change came way before TikTok, way before this like level of like this completely next level of dopamine. Like the XP share came before that. So I don't think that's really like a good comparison. You know what I mean? I think the game itself, I don't have any battle. I don't have to battle any optionals in Gen 9. The game itself is faster. Yeah, but I think that's just more enjoyable. Like, I do see what you're saying, like, in the sense the game is totally faster. Because, yes, the overall, the quality of every game, hasn't necessarily been tainted. but it's been shifted to prioritize pacing. Because if you could kind of get away with bad pacing back in the day, but now, back in the day, like 20 years ago, but now that attention spans have been shortened, just globally, people don't have the intent, like they don't have the attention span they did before. So if the pacing is bad, they will just not finish it. They'll just not finish the video, not finish the game, they'll just move on to something else. But I don't think that's necessarily relative to what we're talking about now. XP share came out in Gen 3. I mean the modern XP share. It doesn't really feel real to say modern XP share anymore because the modern XP share came out 13 years ago. At what like I feel like it's kind of grounded for just the XP share now. You know what I mean? Old school XP share is different, but hold on. The old XP share existed for 11 years. The modern XP share has existed for 13. The modern XP share has lasted longer than the old XP share. So at this point, it's the XP share. And the old one is now different. You know what I mean? It's like literally Twitter and X. I will call it Twitter forever, but there will come a point in time where people just call it X over Twitter. When it's been X longer than it's been Twitter. The new XP share has existed longer than the old one did. So now when I say XP share, and I feel like generally when people say XP share, they mean modern XP share because it's been around longer. You know what I mean? The old one's been replaced by age. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like it's definitely been Twitter, but there will be like 20 years from now, it will be X longer that's been Twitter. 20 years from now, I guarantee you, it will be referred to as X more than Twitter. It'll still be called Twitter. There will still be people who do it, but the general, like I guess the average person would just refer it to X instead of Twitter. Like that's what happens when anything changes. You know what I mean? Like whenever you change anything, you will still be referred to by that old thing for a long period of time. Especially when you first switch, most people will still call you the old thing. But over time, you will get called that thing less and less. Modern XP share is just now the XP share. You know, 10 years ago, everybody, you referred to it as modern. You did not talk about the XP share without saying modern. Because that's just what it is. Whenever you talk about the new XP share, X and Y, modern XP share. But now that it's been 13 years, you just say XP share. You don't say modern anymore. Because over time, the name has changed. XP share all? Shout out Pixelmon for that. Gen 6 was 13 years ago? Yeah, chat, we're unks. Type 1 if you remember, back in the day, opening up Pokemon X or Pokemon Y for the first time. Type 1 if you remember that. 13 years ago. Congrats on feeling unk. I remember it. I don't know why, because I never really liked X and Y. But I have such a vivid... I was so excited for X and Y. I think I don't like it because I was disappointed. Because I was so excited. Coming off of Black and White and Black and White 2, how much I loved those games. I was so excited for 3D Pokemon. And then X and Y came out, I was like, oh. Like, as I just played, I was like, oh, it's gonna get really good, it's gonna get really good, it's gonna get really good. And never got really good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it's not that bad, it just wasn't as good. But I will never forget that feeling I had in the car on the way home. How excited I was when I opened the car door because I was home with Pokemon X in my hand. Running straight up to my room and locking in. That is one thing I did a lot as a kid, is I played like on my DS, I played that a lot alone. And like reflecting, I totally could have like, I didn't even think about the concept of playing on my DS in the living room. Boink. Playing this was the first time. I never Shawnee play competitive and love Shauna. Like seeing another black girl loving cute things in pink. I don't know. I don't care. That's my girl. That's valid, but I also think that's kind of, maybe this is a stretch, but I think that's also kind of lame. Like this is, and if this is a hot take, chat, please just like literally call me out and say this is wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong for thinking this. By use, like you said specifically like heart black girl. Now what, like I feel like I don't think that, what does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Like, so you only like her because of that, like her color of their skin. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of lame. You know what I mean? Like if she was, what if she was a different color? Not necessarily white, but what if she wasn't white? Or what if she wasn't black? Sorry. You know what I mean? You saying you wouldn't like her then? Or you'd like her less? I don't know. I think that's kind of lame. But that's just how I think of it. Like, I've never considered... Like, I don't think... I've never once considered the color of somebody's skin if I like them. Like, and even just in fictional characters. Like, that's never been important to me. And I feel like... I don't think it should be important, period. But I'm also... You know what? I am also a privileged white male. So, you know what? Maybe... What do I know? You know what I mean? I will also say that this is coming from a white male. You know what I mean? Like, I know the, like... society. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm wrong, if I totally shouldn't think that, chat, please tell me. But I think it's more relatable. No, for sure. Like, I'm not saying that. Okay, no, I see what you're saying. Like, I'm definitely not saying that it's bad that she's black or anything. I don't think it's like, I just don't think that that should be an aspect. But I guess I do see that point. I think Pokemon's done it pretty good, to be honest, more recently. But hold on. I don't know what I hear. I think I heard a cat, but I think it's more relatable. Yeah, that's pretty much. I didn't explain it right. I think it's about relatability. Oh, you see a character that looks like you or your family when that's rare. It's something to get appreciated when you can feel overlooked. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I might just be completely overlooking it. You know what I mean? Like, 100%. And if I am, then like, that's what, like, call me out. You know what I mean? That makes sense, though. I know. Oh. Please? Please? Like, I like some characters because they're muscle mommies and not skinny, and by any means. And wait, hold on. I like some characters because they're muscle mommies, and I'm not skinny by any means, and I see me in them. I like them still, but not as much as they were skinny. It's a deeper connection. Oh, so it's okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm using bush. That's crazy. I mean, honestly, valid though. That's what a shiny hunt, Jay. That makes sense, dude. Shiny hunt while camping in bushes and ranked. You're farming ranked points and shiny hunting at the same time. W multitasker. I like the whole XY trio, especially channel. I just feel touch channel a lot. No, that's valid. That's definitely valid. Like, I'm not saying it's not valid to like her. I just, the way you worded that seemed a little misleading. I don't like any of them, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't like anything about XY. I don't really care about them because I don't think they did them justice in terms of introduction. They just kind of like, hey, these guys are your friends. You know what I mean? And that's really it. Like, I talked about this in the video. I think Black and White did such a good job with their rivals. Dude, Bianca and Sharon get dogged on so much. I think they did a really good job with those arrivals. Like, off rip, first of all, you see that Bianca's like, you learn that Bianca's kind of clumsy and she's like what's the word? She's not like, she has a bad relation, not necessarily a bad relationship with her family, but like her dad like loses her shit on her, or his shit on her, and then she shows, I don't know what the right word is, but she keeps herself contained. Like, she doesn't lose her mind over it. She's like, it's fine. I'm doing it anyways. See you later, Dad. Like, I guess, like, resilience maybe is the right word. And then Sharon, like, I think this is represented very much so in the first battle, and it's so overlooked. Okay, think about Black and White 1. Think about the rival fights, right? We were just doing this yesterday, so that totally helps if you were there. You know, you walk up, you meet your rivals, whatever. I guess you meet your friends in the room, blah, blah, blah. You go meet Bianca in her house, and then Sharon's already waiting for you guys at the lab, and then get your Pokemon, blah, 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 go through Route 1. Bianca's the one who produces all the silly, fun, whimsical ideas. Like, hey, let's, you know, meet up at the end of the route and see who's caught the most Pokemon. And Sharon's like, yeah, I'm down for that because that'll help me learn. And then where do you see Sharon again next? At the trainer school, okay? Now just hold that thought for a second, though. We're gonna focus on Bianca. Bianca fights you right before Striaton City, and she's like, my Pokemon have gotten a little stronger. What has she been doing? She's been training in the wild. So when you fight her, she's kind of a pushover. Like, she's not meant to be a hard rival. She's meant to be an easy fight, but not stupidly easy. Like, if you are just running with your starter, you will be fine, but your starter's not gonna one-shot, like, boom, one-shot, boom, one-shot. You know what I mean? Like, you don't one-shot the Snivy, and the game's programmed that way. So you're like, you don't one-shot her starter or her main Pokemon. So it's not just, like, completely easy. But it's not meant to be hard either. And you end up pretty much winning the fight with low difficulty, and that's that. And she's like, oh, okay, I got stuff to learn, whatever. Go back to the training, whatever the fuck she does, I don't even know. But that shows one kind of Pokemon trainer, like the player. The players who just fight in the wild, you know, they just train against wild Pokemon, and they just battle, and they're like, yeah, this is how I get stronger. Because there are people who play like that. There are so many people who play Pokemon, and they don't use items, or they don't even use TMs. They just literally just fight. They don't talk to NPCs to get items. They don't, you know, pay attention to nature's abilities. That's like a casual Pokemon player. And then you have Sharon, like I said, focusing again, who's in the trainer school. And when you fight him because he wants to learn more about the impact items use in battle, representing the more advanced Pokemon player, which is why Sharon is known to be the harder of the two rivals. Because he experiments, and throughout the entire game, he uses held items in his battles because he learns from your first battle with him that held items do make an impact in the battle. But people dog on him anyways. I think they do a really good job at that. Whereas I feel like Tierno, circling this back, Tierno, Shauna, and the Ginger, I don't remember his name, forget it, Trevor, they're just kind of like, hey, we're friends, oh my god, la 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 loo 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 la, like, you know what I mean? Do not like them at all. Not a huge fan. They're just like, haha, we're friends because we're friends, and the game says we're friends. Smile. I like X and Y because XYZ anime. No, XYZ anime is a completely different thing, dude. I don't even associate XYZ with X and Y. Like, I don't associate the games with the anime. The anime is the best, I wouldn't even lie, the best Pokemon piece of media out there. XYZ, peak. The games, not so much. When you realize she's trying to find independence, I love that. Exactly. Absolutely. They have like, there's definitely like a lot of, what's the word? The characters have, like, they feel like actual people. They don't feel like characters, if that makes sense. My favorite rival is Barry because he's silly. Fair. Very fair. He do be kind of a silly guy. He's got personality, I'll give him that. What they should do is give Bianca random EV spreads, and then she give Sharon good EVs to show the difference between the two in the Gen 5 remakes. I think at this point in time, the game was very hesitant, like the developers were very hesitant to dish out EVs and IVs into trainers outside of important battles. And even the important battles, I'm pretty sure like the EV and IV distribution are very, very lackluster. Whereas I think if they, if they were to remake Black and White now, like how they did for BDSP, I think they would do that. Because, I mean, look at BDSP's E4, bro. They didn't fucking hold back at all with them bitches. So, I think if they were to do that and they did remake Black and White 1 instead of making Black and White 3, I do believe they would do that. Totally. Like give Bianca like not necessarily like random EVs, but it would be like a balanced EV spread to kind of show a randomness. You know what I mean? I don't think they would go completely random. I think they do like 40 like 40 EVs in every stat, just as an example, or like 10 EVs in every stat. And like you said, Sharon would probably have like good IVs and good natures, 100%. Because that doesn't even do. Sharon is meant to be the harder of the two. Bianca is not meant to be a harder fight, and Sharon isn't necessarily meant to be harder, like hard either, just harder. Which is also displayed by the fact that he has the stronger starter against you, and he uses typically berries but held items in his battle. I do actually want to see. I'm intrigued. Are you gonna show? Yeah, in the very first fight, like, it's not your very first, but like the first actual fight outside of your starter selection, his starter holds an Oranberry. The second fight, same thing, holds an Oranberry. Then the next fight, like his starter's holding citrus berries. Then the fight after that, his starter still holds a citrus berry, but now his elemental monkey holds a miracle seed, charcoal. Like you can kind of see. Hold on, let me just show it over. You see the progression of held items. Like this is the very start where there's nothing, and then he has items, and then stronger Pokemon, better items, and then more items, and now everybody has an item. You know what I mean? And then same thing again, everybody has an item, but I think they're just better. What are the difference? Detect, taunt, air slash, razor wind. Roost, detect, taunt, air slash. What's the difference? Leer Lick, Fierce Types. Oh god, I don't think there's anything here. Oh! Everybody has items and he has leftovers. This is the truth. He did improve the quality of the items. You know what I mean? And then, dude, he's got like, he uses a Dragon Gem. He uses the Focus Sash on his starter. Like, dude, he locks in, bro. And that, you literally see that progressively throughout the game. Your first interaction with him outside of your bedroom is him talking about the importance of held items, because he's in the trainer school studying the importance of held items. Also, people with type coverage. Oh, dude, yeah, no, Charon is just like a really good trainer. I mean, I think that's also displayed by him becoming the gym leader of the next region. Anyone who complains about black and white on release and also says Pokemon's too easy now says I'm gonna talk ever. Yeah, I don't really get that argument. I do agree. Pokemon being too easy now is just like, I don't entirely agree with that. I've said that before in a video though. I don't think it's right at all. Like absolutely not. If anything, I would argue Pokemon is harder nowadays because there's more of them. Like, there's more Pokemon. So yeah, for you, you go play Pokemon Scarvy. It's stupidly easy because, oh, I know this Pokemon is weak to this. You have the type chart memorized. So no matter what you fight, you know what it's weak to. You know already just off the get-go. You may have no idea what this Pokemon is. You've never seen it before, but you know what type it is. You know what counters it. You see Farigiraf for the first time. You've never seen that Pokemon before, but you already know how to counter it. Dark moves. Not ghost. It's psychic normal. Dark moves right there. Yeah, don't be like Oshawaves and click a ghost type move. I did that once. Right? Whereas back then, when you played Pokemon for the first time, you didn't know shit. You didn't know what type you were using. What type was good against this. What type they were. You didn't know. You had to learn. And now that you've learned, you know. So it's, of course it's going to be easier because you've been playing Pokemon for 20 years. No shit, Pokemon's easier now. Like, for you, it's easier. But it doesn't mean the game itself is easier. Like, I'm just saying, if you tried to face Leon, like, if you tried to beat Sword and Shield for the first time, having no Pokemon knowledge, you are getting folded so many times by Leon. Where is his team so I can pull it up? I don't care how good you claim or you think where. This team is rolling you. You have 2 starters. You have Haxorus, a pseudo legendary, Aegislash, and then coverage based on whatever starter you chose. This team is mauling you over and over. Oh, I got a fairy type. Yeah, well, he has Aegislash lead. I refuse to say that Pokemon is easier nowadays. That team is like, actually, hold on. I want to show something. This is a beloved game. Everybody loves this game. I'm not the biggest fan, but everybody loves it, so I'm not gonna dog on it. All right. Just for comparison, I would like to display you the Pokemon Emerald champion: Wailord, Tentacruel, Ludicolo, Wishcash, Gyarados, Melodic versus this team. Yeah, Pokemon's totally easier, bro. You're so right. Like one electric type, one good Pokemon mauls this team. Like, this entire team gets folded by, I think Lantern. High key. I think Lantern mauls this team to pieces. The only one you're gonna kind of struggle with is Ludicolo. But I'm quite confident Lantern can do something. Doesn't Lantern get Signal Beam? Ludicolo is dead in 2 turns. You kill Ludicolo before it kills you. Right? Am I crazy? Do you have Signal Beam? No, but you get Ice Beam as a TM. Like, and Spark is special. That's true. I was like, oh, Spark's physical, but no, because it's physical special split in this game. So, yeah, like, this team gets folded by fucking Lantern. And if it doesn't get absolutely folded by Lantern, you're at least taking out half the team. I thought I did. Maybe it doesn't in a later gen. It doesn't in that game. Lantern folds that team. Not in Gen 3. A Lantern definitely does way more than Wailord. Wailord has Water Spout, Double Edge, Blizzard, and Rain Dance. So it's either A, gonna set up Rain Dance, and then you're gonna benefit because you're a Lantern. Or it's gonna Double Edge you, which Double Edge from a Wailord, it has 90 base power. Or it has 90 base attack. Like, that's not gonna do much. Like, it's definitely not gonna tickle, but it's not gonna do much. You know what I mean? And then what's the rest of the team? Tentacruel.
Jimmy Nitro 123
maybe,
says Steve folds you in Gen 3.
Steve folds you in Gen 3? Steven? Yeah, but that's the very final fight of the game. That is that game's boss battle, not the champion fight. I don't know what would be the, like, what is the Pokemon Sword and Shield boss battle? Very last fight. Would it just be champion rematch? Pokemon Sword. Mustard? That's DLC. Eternatus? No, I don't want to consider Eternatus. Hardest fight in Pokemon Sword. Bum, 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 bum. Rose? No, not the boss fight, like the evil boss. Like, in Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Crystal, it's Red, right? Red is the final boss. And Pokemon Emerald, it's Steven Stone. Something Steve, by the way, it's Steven. That's the wrong name. It's Steven in Pokemon Emeralds. In Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, I don't know if there even is one. In Gen 5, I don't know who it is in Gen 5. Is it just Alder? Yeah, because the first time you fight, like, you go through Gen... That's the other cool thing, too. Dude, literally in Gen 5... I love this game so fucking much. In Gen 5, you don't even get to fight the champion when you become champion, because N beats the champion, becoming the champion. So then, if you want to fight Alder, which is the old champion, you have to run it back. I think Getsus Black and White. Yeah, probably Getsus being the final boss fight. Also because you don't get healed to fight him. It would be Mustard because we didn't have early DLC for earlier games. I don't think it's Mustard though, because Mustard just has a Cub Fu. Can you fight Cynthia in base black and white? No, yeah, you're right. It is Cynthia. Yeah, I thought it was black and white too, but no, you're right. Yes, you do. N heals you. No, he doesn't. N heals you to fight N. In black and white, no. You fight Getsus without getting healed. It's a 12v6. N doesn't heal you to fight Getsus because Getsus fights you right after. I swear he heals you before you fight N. Because N wants a fair fight. Getsus doesn't give a shit. I can pull it up right now on the black and white playthrough. If you want me to if you want me to show you proof, I can totally do that. Also, hi Ellie. But I know for a certain, 100% fact, the Getsus fight right after N, you do not get healed for it. X and Y is when they started doing the here, I'll heal you before battle. Though N did that, N only did that when you fight him for champion, after you catch Zekrom. And the thought process is Zekrom probably damaged your team, and the battle against N triggers right after you catch Zekrom. Or Reshiram, putting in the game. Where's the black and white custom shiny? Here it is. Okay. Hold on. This is E4. Okay. So anyways, we fight N. I just observe, okay? Just observe this. Reshiram's HP. Reshiram's injured. I don't think I heal. Or...
Shot and
I'm trying to think if there's any instance.
Own HP with a Giga Drain. End's next Pokemon is fire off at 5 on, which is
okay, so Chicken Little basically dead.
Any risks or chaos. Fire off a dynamic. Clearing is furious.
You fight him.
With his
when you fight Gessus.
Hours in Reshiram. We switch into Hydreigon as the.
Are you kidding me? Wait, what? Are you smoking?
Then sends in his own Hydreigon. So he switches.
Wait, what?
With the Scrafty, whose Focus Blast connects, one-shotting our Sword of Justice. We follow up with.
Dude, you guys, hold on, no. You guys notice? You guys remember that thing when? Oh my God, what is it called? Where everybody collectively remembers something, and then when you go back, it's not that. I swear to God, that never happened.
_8 says, guys, I am dying from DAs, but I love green Latios. Also, you played a modded game, dipshit.
This was modded by my friend. My friend modded this game. So if you're gonna call me a dipshit, I mean, come on, bro. My friend literally made this game. I know. He made it for me. I know that. Dude, am I fucking smoking? Get healed before fighting Getsus. Pokemon Black and White. That was never a fucking thing. Or is it a different... Ellie, thank you for the 3 months. Ellie, thank you for the 3 months of tier Juan. Thank you, dude. Sorry, I'm tripping balls so hard right now. That dude. No, I swear on everything I love. You're sucking N's balls. I don't really get that much. Oh, I didn't mute my desktop, sorry. I'm losing my... Dude, yeah, the Mandela effect, bro. I can't be the only one who thought that. What? I literally... Dude, I'm losing my mind. Because I swear that was a thing, chat. I have literal memorable conversations. Like, I have memories of us talking about it on stream. On how that is definitely one of the hardest fights in the game. Because it's a 12v6. Because there's no heal. I remember talking about that like a year ago. I'm losing my fucking mind right now. No, I totally believe it, J-Money. Like, I totally believe that. Dude. I know if I go play through Black and White right now, I'm gonna get fucking killed in that fight. I know that's what happens. But I'm telling you guys, I swear to God, that is a Mandela effect at a fucking half. Like, okay, so there's one Mandela effect that I know for a, I don't know, bro. When I say I know for a certain, it makes me sound like a crazy person. But that one video, if you know what I'm talking about, the baseball video, where the dude catches the baseball in front of the reporter. Like, the ball is hit, and it's gonna hit the reporter in the face. I don't know if anybody knows the video I'm talking about. But the guy catches it during the interview. He catches the baseball midair, saving her. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. That girl, the reporter, was white with blonde hair. It was the daytime, and they were outside. But if you go look at that video now, that the lady I just described to you is not the reporter. They are inside a stadium, and it's dark. So ever since that Mandela effect, I have been so, like, I don't know what, not paranoid, but I totally do believe that, like, I will believe that with my fucking soul that reporter was blonde. And the fact that everybody collectively remembers that drives me nuts. But I swear to God, but I know any research I do, there's gonna be no evidence ever of Getsis being at 12v6. Just like if you do any research about that video, you will never find the video of the blonde girl, the blonde interviewer. You will never find that. And that's insane. I gotta tweet that. That's crazy. Dude, I'm so fucking paranoid right now, chat. Oh my God. How the f- But then what am I thinking of? Chat, what other game instance do you have to do back-to-back 6, like, teams of 6 fights? What instance is it a 12v6? Like, N and Getsis would be considered 12. Because you fight N heals you, but there's an instance where it doesn't happen. N heals you, and then you fight N, and then you fight Getsis.
Says Waves pull up the Cynthia team for Black and White and compare the
Cynthia Glaze is intolerable. I'm gonna be so fucking real. Cynthia Glaze is obnoxious. None? That doesn't not happen. What's up, Amelia? Dude, there's some instance in the game where it's a 12v6 where you fight somebody, they have a full team of 6, and then right after you have to fight somebody else with no heals in between. That happens. I don't just pull that memory out of my ass. No, Volo is not a 12v6. When did that happen? Wasn't X and Y. Was it USUM? No. I'm thinking like maybe Rainbow Rocket, but I don't know. I've never thought Rainbow Rocket is. I've always remembered Rainbow Rocket being sick. Like you fight and then you heal. You fight then you heal. Ah, wait. You know what it might be? I think it's an Ultra Sun and Moon, actually. You go fight Getsus, and then right after you fight Getsus, you have to fight Luce. No, but that's a team of 5. That's 5 and 5. Yeah, no, I said Getsus. Guzma. You fight Guzma, and then you fight Lucamine, but that's 5v. That's like, those are consecutive fights. No, that you heal between that. There's just no encounters. That's Nuzlocking. No, when the fuck is it? It's not Coliseum. I've never played any of the Coliseum games. That's happened. It's not X and Y. It's not Sword and Shield. It's not Scarvy. I'm losing my mind. Nah, bro. I don't like it, bro. Something happened. Gen 4? No, I didn't play Gen 4 like that. Also, you said, Pop Goes Punk. This is Jason Derulo. You said to open up the Cynthia fight, black and white. I'm so sick of Cynthia Glaze. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so honest. I think Cynthia Glaze is so overrated, but still. I don't have it open anymore. Hold on. I don't know why I closed that. Leon fight. I still think Leon's team is harder. Aegislash, Dragon Bolt, Haxor, Hyperion, Rillaboom, Charizard. I think that, or like, you know, any of these 3. I think that's harder than Spiritomb, Electros, Melodic, Braviary, Lucario, Garchomp. I really do. Like, this is a very good team. But I think, and Leon has G-Max Zard. So all of these moves become max moves. Like, you have G-Max too, but I think this is definitely hard. Iris is pretty hard. Yeah, but Iris gets folded by like a tanky ice type. Like, I think Lapras can solo Iris. Even though they have their own Lapras, Lapras gets T-Bolt. Like, if you're in T-Bolt, Surf, Ice Beam, you recover with leftovers, I feel like that can just solo. Like, yeah, I say Lapras. I think that solos Iris's team. Because we did fight that recently. I just want the first team. Oh, you have an Aggron? I don't know. Okay, well, I lied. I don't recall Aggron, but Ice Beam, Surf, Surf, T-Bolt, Ice Beam. I will say Life Orb, Sheer Force is struggling and it's crazy though. But is this is the rematch team. Yeah, this is level 70. Hold on. Oh, it's the same thing, it's just stronger. But still, I do think Lapras would solo this team. Maybe a little issue with Aggron, but Aggron doesn't have any steel type moves. You'd be using Rock Slide. What's your speed? 50. It's Lapras' speed. 60. Lapras outspeeds. And well, Lapras has underwhelming special defense, though. I don't know. Maybe not. That is kind of an underwhelming stat. Oh, on the contrary, I really got like Weavile. Dead. Does Rock resist ice? I don't think it does. So I think dead. If that's close combat, that would just murk you because you don't have sturdy. Close combat could murk you too, and then yeah. Definitely not a bad team. Like, I'm not saying Ice's team is bad, but like you can't. I don't think one Pokemon can just solo this team. Is what I mean. And the same with this thing. Like, this team also can't be soloed by one Pokemon, but I do think this is also, again, this is the final boss. This is meant to be the final boss of Black and White. This is just the champion. Not the final boss, just champion. I do think this is way harder. Because I'm like, I don't really see, like, I don't know. I don't. Maybe that's biased, but I don't think this fight is as hard. Isn't Hop technically the final boss of Sword and Shield? I just don't think Sword and Shield has a final boss. Like I see what you mean. Like on a technicality, if it were to have one, it would have to be Hop, but I just don't think it has one. Like there isn't some like super strong trainer that you can fight, like Cynthia, like Steven and Emerald. You know what I mean? Also, Future, thank you for the follow. Thank you. How are we? You have to look at what was available at the time. Yeah, that's true too. The difficulty trainers also comes with what's available at the time. Or like what is available, period. But I think that's why the champion fight in Sword and Shield is harder. Because in Sword and Shield, you can like basically complete the entire Pokedex well before the game's over. The Wild Area just gives you so many different options that allowed Game Freak to crank up the difficulty a bit because you have more options. Because that is another thing too, like the difficulty of a Pokemon, like a team, you don't just base it off of how strong the trainer is. You base it against all of the available Pokemon at the time. Like Gym 1's difficulty is strictly scaled upon what you have access to at that point in the game. In terms of items, in terms of Pokemon, in terms of everything. Like everything that's available pre-Gym 1. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I've kind of adopted this view of Pokemon. It's kind of really shifted the way I think about it. And I think that's like because of Nuzlocke more than anything, which I think is super fun. Items in Pokemon are placed for a reason. Like an example in Black and White 1. You get the X defense item. You can get that before Gym 1. And that's meant to help you against the Lillipup. Like that's its whole purpose is to make the Lillipup in the gym easier. That is an item that you're meant to utilize at that point in time to make that fight go by easier, because the Lillipup can only hit you physically. So that's free time to set up to counter the monkey with a setup move, or which actually I don't think any Pokemon have access to setup moves that are like Sword Stance, like crazy shit like that. But you can only have Workup. I don't know what you have. You have to look at all of the Pokemon, all of their learn sets, and kind of like go from there. I don't know, Pokemon is very much so specifically structured in a way that so many people don't even understand. Which, that just makes me love it more, to be honest. Cynthia was amazing for her time, but has been outclassed over the years. It's no fault of her. Oh, absolutely. Like, it's definitely not Cynthia's fault that she's not as strong as Leon. By any means. 100% I agree with that. But the original conversation, like, the original topic was the games are getting easier. And it's like, I don't think the games get easier when like Leon is the hardest, I would say one of the hardest fights in the entire series. I remember hearing Alternate Cosmo was a demon and then beating him with a Primarina. I mean, no disrespect to you by any means, Joe King. But I'm quite confident that you're not gonna solo, like you don't solo Alternate Cosmo with a Primarina. Either A, you misremember, or B, you're lying. Now, I don't imagine maybe you had the Pokemon at 1 HP, Primarina dealt the final blow, but that is like, that Pokemon's base stat is like 1300. It outspeeds basically everything. You literally need to gimmick Alternate Cosmo down. That is how you beat Alternate Cosmo, by gimmicking of some sort. Not just by, oh, here goes my starter Pokemon, one shot it, boom. No, that doesn't happen. Like, I don't even think it crits Moonblast Okos from a Primarina, which is stab super effective and a crit. I know crits negate stat boosts, but I'm trying to find the actual, like, stats. Like, what it has. Here we go. Alternate Cosmo has Photon Geyser, Smart Strike, Power Gem, Dragon Balls. It's level 60. With the ability Neuroforce, which increases super effective moves by 25%, and it always clicks a super effective move if it has it. Photon Geyser, Psychic type. Smart Strike is Steel. So Water Steel is kind of like a niche. It's not going to click that. So I click Photon Geyser because it's probably its strongest move. And it's double Omnied, right? No, it's a single Omni. Rabambi's double Omnied. It's also +2. I'm pretty sure it's +1. Rabambi's +2. I am pretty sure the Necrozma is just +1. That being said, that's still fucked when you look at its stats. It has basic, it is 97. It utilizes 7 and 9 and its final stat numbers. So I'm just rounding to the highest 10th. Shiny fucking Voltorb. Oh my god. Hold that thought for 1 second because I love yipping and yapping about USUM. That's a ball, bro. Oh my god, dude, I stuttered so hard. I went to call it Voltorb. I don't know why. My brain was like, Voltorb. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, dude. Yes, sir. Give me that, brother. Hold that thought for 1 second. We are going to go back to that topic. Don't you worry. What's the catch combo for Shiny Voltorb? What are we at? 231. Not too shabby. We were just running out of balls, too. Perfect timing. Could not be any better of timing. Shiny freaking Voltorb, but the legend himself. W Mansbro, let's go. Shout out to this go for pulling up under odds, too. Back-to-back under odds. Low-key after Electabuzz. I feel like we deserve that. Look at it. You know, the one time that one guy called me really mean names in the YouTube comments because I called a non-gender Pokemon a he. So, look at it. I'm just kidding. Look at him. He's so fucking cool, bro. Look at his ass. Shiny freaking Voltorb. And that, ladies and gentlemen, officially gives us our blue balls. However, nature guesses. Chat, what nature is this gamer? What nature is our little homie? I'm gonna guess Impish. Impish is calling to me. I'm not sure why. I'm saying Impish. I'm yearning for the impishness. Timid, naughty, serious / SRS. Timid.
Star Caleb 1117 says, wait, if you bring out the second controller and have both Voltorbs in your party, you can pull out the blue balls.
I would have to do a double battle, but this is true. I could in fact do the blue balls. All right. The nature is quirky. I hate you. I don't like you anymore. I hate quirky things. I'm sorry. You're not cool. Sorry. No more Voltorb Showcase. I hate this Pokemon. It stinks. It smells. It's dumb. It's stupid. Oh my god. 10,000 sleepy Pikachu is insane. Okay. Let's go. That's huge. Back to back because I'm a gamer? No. Okay. So first things first. We gotta go get some fucking money because we have like 30. Why is my face kit? Why am I so? I'm so little. Are you kidding me? Why is it so? I literally fucking moved it. Pardon my language. I literally freaking moved it. What the freak? Why is this not low like the taper fade? I guess that's a little bit better. Not really, but I guess. Okay. Yeah, that's not really better at all. Okay, hold on, chat. Let me be clear. Sorry. That hurt. I'm sorry. Dad? Yes. Okay, well, you know what? That's a little too low, but now I can do that. Sick. Okay, free reign over it. Anyways, what's up, Fib? Welcome in, homie. Okay. That's Shiny Voltorb too. First things first. We gotta dip, potato chip. We gotta go farm items. We gotta go visit Big Man. We have to go grab our daily items. We have to go sell our candies. We have to release the Voltorb. Then we're returning Grimer. Come. But those are the plans for the next like 20 minutes because it does take a little bit of time. However, back to the topic at hand. Now that we've obtained our blue balls, I can officially say I've been blue balls before. Alternate Necrozma has 100 HP. Again, I'm rounding. It's 97, but just for the sake of easiness. 100 HP, 170 attack, 100 defense, 170 special attack, 100 special defense, and 130 speed. Now you add 50% to that because it's Omni boosted. That's 150 HP. That's 240 attack or 245 attack. That's 245 special attack. That's 150 defense and 150 special defense, as well as 195 speed. Primarina ain't fucking beating that, bro. HP doesn't get boosted? Oh, shit, true. Either way. You're right. No, you're right. It doesn't get boosted, right? So you know HP. But either way, a Primarina is not one-shotting a 150 or a 150 defense Pokemon with 100 base HP. It doesn't. And then on the contrary, it gets one shot right after. So, I don't even remember who said it, but whoever said, oh, my pre-marina just sold it, you're capping out your ass. I'm calling your ass out, you're lying. Contrary just flips any stats that happen. Flips, it doesn't flip any existing. That's topsy-turvy. Contrary just makes it so when your stats... Oh, did I say contrary? Whatever. I don't remember what I said. Go away, Mowgli. Stop calling me on my words. Just let me yip and yap. Scram. Get to your corner. 5-minute timeout. What's up, homie? How we doing? Waves, pre-marina gets one shot, and yeah. Outsped one shot by Smart Strike. There you go. Case in point. Chats, lock in. Watch the slowpoke, okay? I'm trusting you guys while I go get a bevy, alright? Just watch the slowpoke. Last time this happened, you guys fucked up real bad. Don't let it happen again. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 6:15 p.m.
Alexa, talk to my Twitch chat.
I couldn't find Twitch chat. Can you say the name as it appears in your contacts?
Alexa, just talk to me as if you were a live streamer streaming to me.
Hey there, chat. Welcome to the stream. I'm just kicking back and hanging out, ready to chat about whatever's on your mind. What's been keeping you busy lately?
Those are the questions I gotta ask on stream. Do I have to ask people those questions? Hey chat, what's been keeping you busy lately? Can't
Jimmy
hear that.
Nitro 123 says Alexa play Despacito.
No problem with Pokestar, I see. For once, you guys didn't fumble the bag. I'm proud of you. Fuck, that tastes so good. He's kind of ugly. So actually, the Slowpoke model was replaced by a mirror. I just didn't tell anybody, so, sorry. That, you know, sorry. Playing USUM? How close are you to cooking up your team, Alla? Like, how far in the game are you? I was making a Wiz not being here. It wouldn't hear you anyways, because the audio plays through my headphones. Second drop, 4 to 6 Mons. 4 to 6? Well, 4, coincidentally enough, has 3 lines instead of 4. So if you minus 1 from 4, that leaves with 3. 3 out of 6. Now, half of 6 is 3. So if you doubled it, because it's out of 6, so it's the dominant number. So to compensate, you would double it, it becomes 6 out of 6. But you still have that remaining 1. You know, the number 1, because we turned the 4 to 3, that 1 extra line. So you'll put that to the higher number, so it stays as the higher number, because 6 out of 6 could go either way. So to make sure that the ratios still stay the same, you give it to the second number, so it stays higher. Turn that 6 into 7, which means it would actually be 6 out of... Okay, I'm sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Just go look at Big Man. Let's just move on. Let's just go look at Big Man. What do you have? I turned your 3 or your 4 to 6 into 6 out of 7. Aristotle of our time for real. Who the hell is Aristotle? Alexa, who's Aristotle?
Aristotle was an ancient Greek philosopher and polymath who lived from 384 to 322 BC. His writings covered everything from science and philosophy to politics and the arts, making him one of the most influential thinkers in history.
Did he have W Riz?
Well, if we're talking about W, Riz in today's terms, Aristotle definitely had some serious intellectual charm. His most famous student was...
Yeah, all right. It's not me. It's not me. Alexa, thank you very much. Not me, chat. That's not me. Sorry. I can't be the Aristotle this time.
always happy to chat about.
Don't say that, air traffic. Don't say that, air traffic. That's so messed up. Hey, kids, I'm gonna say hi. Hi. I seen your DM. I still refuse to believe that nobody else remembers that. But I appreciate your input nonetheless. Thank you. Wait. Why isn't there a fossil? It's been like 3 days. Wave's probably old enough to have been friends with them. Are you kidding me? I would love to be friends with him. I would love to be friends with somebody of that intellectual level. Are you kidding me? Dude, smart people are so fun to talk to. Every conversation you have with them is a meaningful one because they're smart. They don't want to have meaningless conversations. They're sick of that shit. And he was a philosopher. I almost said a philosopher. A philosopher. Dude, the conversations him and I would have would be like incredible. Are you fucking kidding? I would love that. I'm right here. I said somebody's smart, air traffic. Sorry, you might have misheard me. Phil officer? Yes. He in fact was an officer named Phil. Trust me, I know, I met him. My team is Prima Marina, Sandy Gasolol, and Raichu, Like and Rock, and Rabombi. Rabombi! Chai, he's calling us all stupid. Do you think that the absence of smart, or I guess like the opposite of smart is stupid? I mean, not the opposite, but do you think there's nothing in between? You can either be smart or stupid? I think it's a very negative way to think. You can either be smart or stupid. You cannot be in between. It's a very like short-minded mindset. That feels weird saying mine twice. We simply take after the streamer we watch. Yeah, I'm stupid. That's what I'm saying. I would love to talk to people who are smarter than me. This is true. If you were always the smartest one in the room, you never have room to learn. You ain't never gonna learn anything. So, fuck it. Make me the dummy of the room, please. I'm okay with that. I should be confident about Shalfa Badu or Shalfa Eevee because I got 6 Shalfas and you got 6 Shalfas in 1 to 2 hours, brother. Luckily, you never have that issue. True. Because everyone else in the room is dumber than me. Is this true, joking? Prove it right now. What makes something or somebody smart, chat? What do you think makes someone smart? I'm gonna make you use your noggin for once. I'm sorry, but I think the textbook definition of intelligence is just mass amount of knowledge. Which I think that's wrong. I don't think the textbook definition of smart should be just like having a lot of knowledge. Because what good is knowledge if you can't do anything with it? If I can remember every single thing that ever has been told to me, what good is that if I don't have a way to understand and process the information provided? I think personally the definition of smart is somebody who can easily understand anything. Because just because you know all 56 states doesn't make you smart. You know what I mean? If you know them all, but you can't navigate them, or you can't, like, if you aren't able to navigate the fastest route between them, to go, you know, traveling through states, I mean, of course, trying to get from point A to point B. What good is knowing all 56 states? What good is that information gonna do you? Like, do you for? Sorry. Which is, again, people say this is compensation. It's totally not. That's why I don't bother to learn about the world. That's why I don't bother to pay attention to geography. Because realistically, knowing geography doesn't fucking matter unless I can navigate from point A to point B. And if I'm gonna know how to do that, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, well, on textbook, this here to this here that's the fastest way. Like, no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Or more so, I can do that, but I know that's not the fastest way. Because the best way to do something is the way that nobody thinks of. So the fastest way to travel from point A to point B is to not follow a map. Unironically. Now, 99 out of 100 people are gonna end up taking longer to get from point A to point B without following a map? Absolutely. Like, I would even say 999 out of 1,000 people are gonna take longer not following a map. But that 1 out of 1,000 is gonna figure out a way faster way that doesn't follow the map. Because the map doesn't cover, oh, there's actually a tunnel here. Oh, there's a cave here that leads, that's completely safe and skips completely around this hill. Which just saves you a bunch of time. Like, so that's why I don't bother. I'm smart. I can identify any Pokemon with a silhouette. Oh, really? Oh, really? Let's see how true you are. Let's see if that's true right now. I'm gonna put it to the test. If it wants to load. Wait, did I not? Am I smoking? I thought I downloaded this already. Okay. What Pokemon is that? That's it. You said you need a silhouette. You didn't say how long you needed. I'm not going to give you any longer on the silhouette. That's Agumon. Agumon is not a Pokemon. That's a Digimon. Yes, this is correct. Agumon is a Digimon, not a Pokemon. Weavile. Close. Archaeops. No. But I'll say close. I don't want Digimon. We're not talking about Digimon. Arkin? No, that when I say close, I don't mean like literally close. I mean like you're on the right track. Pikachu. Oh, so close, buddy. So close. It's Ditto. Show it again. Oh, you said you only need a silhouette. Tisk. I already deleted it. I can't show it again. I'd have to download the picture again. I gotta release the Pokemon though. A Pokemon of the Pokedex. No, because it's actually Agumon. That's Agumon. Agumon silhouette. I cooked. Oh, I know. It's Jigglypuff from above. See, somebody here does know actually Pokemon. Good for you, Caleb. At least somebody here knows how to understand Pokemon. I mean, still got it. No, you did. Unfortunately, you did. I just didn't want to give you credit. Because you got it right the first time. You got it instantly. I didn't want to give you credit for it. Did I just nuke a Voltorb? Or the two shiny ones here? Chat, somebody give me a catchy line for Muck. Alright, like, the original thing was who up powering they plant. Because we were in the power plant. But I can't use that again. So I use blue balls. But we're going to do Grimer and Muck. Honestly, it should be 2 Grimer. So, Muck backwards. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to do Muck backwards. Muck backwards. That's heat. That's so simple that it works. Slime time? Is Muck... Are they slime? What's up, my slime? What does that even mean? Does anybody know? What does it call... Or what does it mean when somebody calls you their slime? Watashi, what's up, Mina Slimes? I probably just, like... called you guys a slur or something, knowing my Twitch chat, but I was like a slur. Yeah, okay, so I might be cooked. I might have just ended my entire career accidentally. This is why I need a PR team. It really was Agumon? Dude, I'm locked in, bro. Clanker. It's so funny that that's a Star Wars term. That term originated from Star Wars. That's what the clones called the droids. And that's just like, it's become a mainstream thing now. Why do I have 3 Magnemite? Is there any significance to any of these Pokemon? Or are they just there? No. Summary? For Megaton. Oh, you're right. Okay. Alright. Kiefer Goring, your name is Spencer? Yes. That is my legal government name. So when you see me on the news for, like, tax fraud or something, that is what they will refer to me as. They're not cool and won't call me by my username. XX underscore 3P1C GAM 3R underscore XX. They won't call me that on the news. So I don't know. I guess like I gotta stick with Spencer. The good news though, I thought that was a shiny, is we're done. We can now go back to get, well, we're not done because we still have to get
Zero Eking 12
Magnemite
says,
and Grimer.
why is it called Pokemon if the mon doesn't poke? So why is the Pokemon called Pokemon if the Pokemon doesn't Pokemon? Because it can't Pokemon.
The poke stands for pocket, actually. It just, I don't know why, like, where poke specifically came from, but it stands for pocket. Pokemon is short for pocket monster. Which I'm gonna be real, they kind of cooked. Pokemon? Are you kidding me? That's kind of fire, no? You don't seem like a Milo. No, I'm not Milo. Shout out to Milo, though. Mr. Raffle Waffles. I know you know who that is, J Money. Hi, guys. Mr. Raffle Waffles here. No nonsense. Eisendrach Easter egg guide. I think my brain broke. Oh, was that too complicated for you? How about this, Caleb? 1 + 1 is 2, and if you add 1 more, it's 3. Is this more appropriate pacing for you? I guess you wouldn't understand that because that was too fast too. Is this better pacing for you, Star Arcalib? What the fuck did Magnemite's at? Why am I only getting Voltorb now? I don't even want to do Magnemite. Magnemite sucks. Show me the cam. No, I don't want to catch Magnemite. It was in biology that I learned that reproduction, 1 + 1 = 3. Well, 1 father plus 1 mother can equal 3 kids, yes, but that's not, I don't think that's how that works. That's what my dad sounds when I'm drunk as fuck. That's what your dad sounds like when you're drunk, then maybe you should stop drinking, brother. That's not right. You sound like the sloth from Zootopia? Nah, he's slower. I wish I could be as cool. I don't have the aura like that. I thought you said the Pope stands for pocket, not the poke. Hey man, maybe the Pope stands for pocket too. Maybe the Pope's supposed to be like a guy in your pocket who's always there for you or something. I don't know. Smoke weed, don't drink booze. Well, or just don't do anything. Everything is bad for you. No matter what you do, it's all bad for you. Everything. Drinking is bad for you. Weed's bad for you. No matter what you consume, it's bad for you. Which is crazy how that works. Too much of everything is bad. Exactly. So, it's realistically, like, literally with everything, it's pick your poison. But I'm drinking weed. Then, if that's your poison, then that's the poison you pick. You will experience the negative repercussions of anything, no matter what you do. People can die of too much air. Exactly. Like, literally, oxygen kills us. Nothing is good for you. Even, like, excessive, like, too much water. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean like on the opposite that everything is bad for you. Like realistically, one can of soda a week isn't. I drink way more than that, but one can of soda a week isn't gonna fucking kill you. You know what I mean? Like it's still not good for you because you're putting that stuff in your body. But like, I don't know, there's this very like interesting line that I'm trying to find a middle ground for, where like there's one side of me that like is literally everything's bad for you, don't do anything, only consume healthy stuff, only eat apples and this and that, minimalize the stuff that you consume that's bad for you. But there's other side of me that's like, I'm gonna hate myself if I do that. I'm gonna hate everything that I do if I literally do like everything, not just food and like consumptions, but like literally everything. I would hate my life if I was just like completely healthy. You know what I mean? If every single day I did everything you're supposed to, I stretched for the right amount, I went to the gym each day for the right amount of things, and I worked at like a healthy job, a job that doesn't necessarily like negatively impact your health, or more so one that least like impacts your health negatively the least. I would hate that. And come home and then I'm only allowed to do recreational activities that don't negatively impact your health. I would hate my life. So I don't know, there's a balance that needs to be found between that I personally been struggling to find, but that's what I've been doing, I guess, past like couple of months of my life, is attempting to find a balance. I was gonna get self-control, you shouldn't have to worry. That's true. Very true. However, I will say that's like yes and no. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people, myself included, that have amazing self-control. And they know that they have amazing self-control. So like what you said is, as long as you have good self-control, you shouldn't worry. But there's so many people, and like I do this too sometimes, where I'm like, oh, just using me for example, oh, I have good self-control, so I can be a little excessive on this because I have good self-control. Like they will validate being excessive by saying that they have good self-control. Because like, oh, well, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm not addicted. Not necessarily saying I'm addicted to anything, but like another example or similar example would be like, it was like, oh, I'm addicted, but I can stop at any time, right? That's the issue. I think that is the biggest issue with these kind of things. It's like, I'm addicted and I can stop at any time, but why would I stop? Like, I don't want to. You know what I mean? And then from there, it's like a balance of trying to figure out when. If they need to explain that, then you're not addicted. Okay, well, yeah, that's definitely very true. Are you talking about your alcoholism? See, like that's I don't have alcoholism, poopy. I've been drunk in the past like 6 months of my life. I've gotten drunk maybe 3 times. Can't say I'm an alcoholic if I've gotten drunk 3 times in 6 months. And in the past 6 months, many birthdays have happened. New Year's, Christmas, my own birthday. Maybe a little bit more than 3, maybe like 4 or 5. Like, I don't know, maybe it was like, I don't remember exactly everything that's happened, but like maybe like the Mario stream was 6 months ago. I don't remember how long ago that was, for example. If that's in there, then okay, it's 5 or 6. But we're talking about alcoholism? No, we're just talking about like moderation. I think that's the correct word. Is moderation. Well, then that's not having good self-control. So here's the like, not the contrary, but here's like a counter to that. I love this song. Try it again. Thank you. Hold on, I'm thinking about how to word this. I just had the idea and just like putting it into words. Like actions or words are different things. No, 100%. No, absolutely. Nobody can disagree with that. And if you disagree with that, you're just wrong. If you say the humble, if you have to call yourself humble, then you're unhumble. Oh, 100%. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. I'm trying to think of like, as long as you have good self-control, you shouldn't have to worry. And then I said people validate. I have to like rerun the conversation in my head to remember what I was thinking. People validate that by having self-control. See, I think the issue is when it comes to self-control is, A, it's a mixture of lacking of understanding, B, a lacking of belief, and C, a lacking of motivation. Like an example I can give 100%, I drink a lot of soda. Like I drink a lot of pop. Now, admittedly, I drink more coffee than pop, but I still drink a lot of, especially like when I'm under the influence of something. Like if I'm drinking or get high, I get cravings, right? And then it's like, oh, just whatever. Order McDonald's, fucking have a couple cans of pop, whatever the fuck it may be, right? Now I know that's bad for me, right? But how do I? And I can totally stop because I've done that before too. Like I did. So I've drank pop my entire life. That's what I'll say as well. Like I grew up in a household that primarily drank pop, which I know is incredibly unhealthy. Like I know that's bad, and I'm not praising it. However, I did go like 9 months. I think like I moved out of that house and I was like, I'm just not drinking pop anymore. I'm done. And I went like 9 months not drinking pop. And first of all, I didn't notice a shift in my health whatsoever. I didn't notice anything different. Like I would drink like juice or milk and like water and coffee and like other things. It's not like I replaced pop with another, like with energy drinks or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't replace it with another carbonated drink that's bad for you. I did drink way healthier, but I didn't feel any different. Now, to be fair, I didn't really have this like foresight, maybe is the right word to use, like the understanding that I did then. If you do something for 20 years of your life, 9 months is enough to fix it. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, even if it's something like little, I think that my dentist, or a dentist online, I read this, it's like, if you don't brush your teeth throughout your childhood, and then you start brushing your teeth as an adult, you are trying to undo 16, 18 years of damage to your teeth. You're not gonna have clean teeth for probably well over, like, I think it's like a year, 2 years, whatever. Which makes sense. So I guess that's maybe why I didn't notice any physical changes within the 9-month period, but I didn't feel any different. I didn't notice any different. I just noticed, I was like, damn, I could really go for a fucking Pepsi. You know what I mean? I haven't had any pop in 9 months. Other than like maybe if I go out, you know, like once a month I go to a restaurant, I'll get like 1 glass of Coke or whatever. Whatever the fuck they have. Right? So I did that, which proves, I guess, to myself that I'm not addicted, because I can totally stop at any time. But I just don't want to. I think the lacking motivation, I think kind of because this is totally for me too. I have adopted this unfortunately negative but kind of realistic thing. Honest question, did you lose weight? Funnily enough, no, I gained weight. Funnily enough. Now I don't know if that's directly related, but within those 9 months, I gained weight. My body is really weird though. Like really weird. Like for an example, something that used to happen, I don't even look anymore. When I would, forever ago, I don't know if you guys remember, I used to go to Kage's once a month. I would take like, or maybe like once every like 6 weeks. I'd take a week off of streaming and I would go to Kage's for a month, right? I would go there, I would gain 20 pounds. Always. Consistently gain 20 pounds within a week. I would come home, weigh myself, shit, I'm plus 20 from when I left. Not even half a week later, all of it's gone. I wouldn't even I wouldn't change my diet. I would eat the same shit. Not like, obviously, you know, when I go there, it's a little different. But like, what I ate at home would just lose me 20 pounds. Now, I didn't lose anything beyond those 20 pounds that I gained at his place. And it might just be water weight. But I would gain 20 pounds so fast and then lose 20 pounds within 3 days. Literally every single time. It made no sense. I don't understand it whatsoever. But yeah, during those 9 months, I gained weight. Bro's putting calories in the air. Maybe, I don't fucking know. I cannot tell you. But yeah, those 9 months with a pop, I did not lose any weight. Or maybe I lost weight in some aspects, but gained in others. Like, I don't know. Like, there's so much more that goes to weight than just, you know, anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not drinking pop. But if then I compensate and I end up eating more, you know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily remember. I wasn't actively trying to gain nor lose weight. I was just living. But because I went those 9 months without pop, I proved to myself, I guess, that I'm not addicted to it. And it's not like during those 9 months I was like itching and scratching for, like, I just didn't care. And then one day I was like really craving. I was like, you know what? I haven't had one in 9 months. It's been so fucking long. I'm gonna get some pop or some soda. We call it pop, but got Pepsi, Coke Zero, whatever the fuck I grabbed. I grabbed something. And then I kind of like started drinking it more and more. Like I would have once a month, I'd get a case. And then that happened for a couple months. And then there's sometimes I'd get 2 cases. You know what I mean? But going back to what I was talking about, because I kind of got off topic, I got a little distracted. To me, I caught a Voltorb. I'm like, why don't I have a Grimer catch combo? I caught a Voltorb, but I didn't even realize. I'm looking like, why don't I have a Grimer catch combo? I just turned my brain off. That's crazy. Oh well. Anyways, that's fine. Yeah. So I stopped drinking pop for 9 months, which is bad for you. Like pop is obviously bad for you, especially excessively, right? But I stopped drinking it. I didn't feel any different. I just noticed that I didn't enjoy drinking a beverage nearly as much. You know what I mean? Like I would drink stuff when I was thirsty, but I didn't enjoy it as much. And obviously, I guess you're not supposed to necessarily enjoy drinking. You're not supposed to. That's a necessity, not something you're supposed to enjoy. So I guess you can make the argument of boo-hoo, suck it up anyways. But I didn't notice anything different. And now I still drink a lot more than you're supposed to. I would totally say I drink a lot more than you're supposed to, 100%. I just don't have the motivation to quit because it's, you know what I mean? Like it's a lacking motivation, but also like I just don't, I'm not saying I don't care, but it's like everything is bad for you. Everything nowadays, at least over here, is bad for you in some way because they're all full of some bullshit fucking chemicals or some hidden preservatives or something that is bad for you, right? So, and I've really adopted this mindset, which really sucks. Like there's totally downsides to it. And one of those downsides is if I swap out pop for something else that isn't water, because I will say I could just drink water, but I do not like water. Unfortunately, that is a result of the way I grew up as a kid. I don't know why my parents would, but drinking water kind of was like not necessarily a punishment, but if my parents were pissed at me, like I said, we drank a lot of pop growing up. And my parents were pissed at me. And I was like, hey, because I always asked for a drink, no matter what. Like, I know I was at home, but I was asked permission. Can I have food? Can I have a drink? Always. And I would ask them, can I have a drink? Can I have a pop? And they would say, no, you can drink water. But they would only do that when they were pissed off at me. Because I did something or I was punished, or if they were just mad themselves. So that kind of like, I feel like that definitely impacted the way I view water now, which is horrible. And I guess being self-aware is the first step to fixing it, but still, that, like, I just don't like drinking water. So if I'm not gonna drink pop and everything's fucking bad for you, then it's like, why would I not just want to drink something that I want to drink? Because yeah, I could drink something else, but A, it's more expensive. Because that's another thing too. For some reason, pop is like way cheaper than most other beverages, which makes no fucking sense. Why is the unhealthy shit more expensive? Or cheaper, sorry, I said that backwards. Why is the healthy shit expensive and the non-healthy shit cheaper? So it's more financially productive. In that sense, it's more, not necessarily productive, efficient is the word. It's financially efficient to buy pop over any other beverage that isn't water, right? And I'm not drinking water because I already explained. So I could quit drinking pop, but A, I'm not gonna like it. B, whatever else I replace it with is also going to harm my body in some way. And it's going to cost me more money. So that alone, why would I quit? You know what I mean? Quit. Why would I swap it out for something else? You know what I mean? From that perspective, why? Dr. Pepper isn't that good. I'm tired of pretending it is. Dr. Pepper is gas once in a blue moon, but drinking it excessively sucks. Like, it gets really old really quickly. That's my opinion on it. Did I update the spreadsheet? I didn't. W show. That's not it. Dr. Pepper says, no, like, that's, if, I used to be a #1 Dr. Pepper dick rider. Not anymore, though. I think Coke Zero is the best. I'm gonna be honest. That's my biggest issue is like I think Coke Zero is so fucking good. But I've loved Coke Zero. I've been an OG Coke Zero fan. I miss OG Coke Zero. I don't know what they did, but at some point there was a recipe change because it does not taste the way it used to. And I miss the old way. I really do. I don't know what they changed, but it still tastes really good, just nowhere near as good. Pepsi or Crush are probably my top two. Pepsi is really good too. That's what I got. I've been drinking Coke Zero for fucking, like, if when I'm drinking pop, it's Coke Zero almost consistently. I just recently got back into Pepsi. That's flea animation. I don't give a fuck. Vanilla Coke? I've never even tried vanilla Coke. I don't like, okay, I don't dislike it, but I don't like normal Coke. Like, I put like just base Coke at like B tier at best. You know what I mean? It just Coke as a whole, just B. Like, I'm a Pepsi person, but Coke Zero, for whatever reason, that's the exception. Cherry Coke and Dr. Pepper are tied for best cola. Actually, that's not at all true. That being said, it used to be Coke was the best or most preferred soda, but as of last year, Dr. Pepper took number 2. It used to be Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, whatever. But then Dr. Pepper passed Pepsi. So I'm also saying that in response to Air Traffic saying Dr. Pepper isn't good, I'm tired of pretending it is. You may not like it, but it is the second most preferred soda beside Coke. Why Pepsi? People just prefer Coke. Like, it was literally just like, this is people's preferences. You know what I mean? It's an unbiased general population opinion. Not my opinion. Not yours. Not your grandmother's. Not your dog's. The opinion. Does this put cocaine in it? I don't think so. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure no, because I think that's illegal. But maybe. There's actually this theory. It's not like a super like actually, let me whip out the magnifying glass, my stethoscope, and went away. Let's figure this out together, literally. But a lot of people I've heard in Canada, they claim that Tim Hortons puts a hint of cocaine in their coffee, which admittedly I kind of believe, because Tim Hortons coffee is incredibly addictive. And it's not like it's an, you know what I mean? It's not like a crazy amount. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same way like you would consume cocaine normally, like fucking snorting it. It's not like that at all. Like, I imagine it's like mixed with, like a hint of it is mixed within the coffee beans, maybe? I don't really know. I haven't really looked into it, but I kind of believe it. Only a part of me. I think you think it's addictive because you've been told that. I think on the contrary, but I didn't hear about that until like 2 years ago. And dude, if I could, I would have a Timmy's coffee every single day, and I felt that way since I was like 14. No, I never have J Money. Funnily enough, I refuse to drink alcohol. I refuse to get high. I refuse to do any of that until my 20 so technically 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah. Prior to 2 years ago, I never did anything. I never got drunk. I never got high. I refused to. Like, again, like the odds of them actually putting cocaine inside of their coffee, slim to none. However, it would absolutely explain why it's so addictive, because most Canadians would agree. It's not just me. I believe the only people who don't agree are the people who worked at Tim Hortons, because Kage disagrees with me. But I feel like if you work at some sort of food place, you're gonna get sick of it no matter where you work. If you work at McDonald's, you're gonna grow to hate McDonald's. If you work at Timmy's, you're gonna grow to hate Timmy's. If you work at KFC, you're gonna grow to hate KFC, and so on. You know what I mean?
Ostmas4nitty says I'm a head out chat. Though before I leave, I wanna remind y'all to consume your H2O and stay
True.
hydrated. Also, stay away from drugs.
Retweet. I feel like getting high is worse than getting drunk. I don't know. I'm not. I always feel awkward talking about getting high on stream. I don't know. I always feel awkward about it. I don't want to seem like a big advocator. I'm gonna be more honest with you. It's just something that I do. It's not necessarily something that I'm proud of that I do, but I still do it. You know what I mean? And there are people who are proud of it, and I'm just not one of those people. Like, there are people like, yeah, dude, let's get fucking stoned. Let's go do this. Yeah, let's go get fucking drunk, man. I'm just not one of those people at all. Like, I get high, but I get high because I don't really know why. I'm gonna be honest with you, I just do it. I literally catch myself thinking, like, why am I doing this? It's like, I don't know, but let's do it anyways. Well, I mean, like, there is a reason, but I really want to get into that on stream, because it's very, like, mental healthy and personal lore. I don't want to... So, I always feel weird talking about it, but I don't want to come across like a big advocate for weed. Don't smoke weed. Don't get high. Don't do any of that. Honestly, if you do, just do it socially, with your friends. Very moderate, like, very, very limited. But, that being said... I could not disagree more. I do not think that getting high is worse than drinking. I used to. But now that I've experienced it, because I do get high frequently. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably get high, like, every day. I'm gonna be honest. Every night, not every day. Like, more so, like, I'll get high right before bed. I'll take an edible. I don't smoke. That's the other thing, too. I just take an edible. As it literally, I do not... Smoke is fucking awful for you. Not that this is like not bad for you, but I feel like edibles are significantly not as harmful. That's a good way to word that. I do not think that it is worse for you like, I don't think it's worse at all. Like, I think everybody reacts to it differently, but I think generally I think it's because of, like, how it is. Like, again, like, that's why I say it's a general thing, like, or not a general thing, because everybody responds to it differently. You hear so many more stories about people, like, awful stories about people drinking and doing something bad than you do getting stoned and doing something like, you know, like, drinking and fucking driving. I know so many people drive high. Now, I don't think that's legal, but people do that a lot. And... you know, I don't ever hear about high drivers getting in accidents, but we hear about drunk driving a million fucking times. I think it depends on the dosage. Yeah, but I feel like in this conversation, it absolutely depends on the dosage. You know, I think that's a no-brainer, Bird, and I don't think that really, no disrespect, but I don't think that really adds to the conversation, because in the comparison of any two things, you assume that at an equal level. That's like saying, like that's, you could make that argument, and it wouldn't really change the outcome, because I think that is the general understanding. If you're comparing like how bad drinking one singular liquid drop of soda versus drinking 30 gallons of water in 10 minutes, you know what I mean? That twists the narrative completely. All of a sudden, water's bad for you and soda's not. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna, when you're comparing water to soda, you're not comparing that kind of dosage. You know what I mean? And that is a little bit more dramatic, but like, I think that just goes for anything. If you drink too much, that's awful for you. If you get too stoned, that's also awful for you. You know what I mean? So I don't really necessarily think the dosage itself, the contents of the dosage necessarily makes a difference. But what are your go-to 4 perks and zombies? Okay, so here, dude, I know it's completely off topic. Obviously, Jug. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just recently played World War II Zombies again, and I love that they got rid of Jug. Because Jug, though everybody loves Jug, nobody hates Jug. Jug is a mandatory perk. You do not play zombies without Jug. So first of all, I love Jug, but I also love that in World War II Zombies, it doesn't exist. because that gives you that extra slot for freedom. Anyways, Jug, if I'm playing solo, obviously Quick Revive. Why would you not take Quick Revive? Though sometimes I don't actually. Jug, Quick, Speed Cola, Stamina Up. If it's Black Ops 2 Beyond, replace Speed Cola for Double Tap. I'm a Double Tap Stamina person. And then if I'm playing multiplayer, I'll take Speed over Quick. Jug, Speed, Stamina Up, Double Tap. But BO3, I think BO3 still applies. But BO3, you can there's so many different ways to get more perks. I would definitely say Jug, like just typically solo. Jug, Quick, Stamina Up. I used to be Speed Cola Double Tap. I was never Stamina Up, but I've been converted. What does JFC stand for? I see that people say that all the time. I have no idea what that means. What about EV outbreaks? Do they appear at the end, or is it possible? Do they appear after the end of the game? EV outbreaks. Oh, just okay. John F. Kennedy, true. Yeah, you can get outbreaks whenever, Likey. It's just really rare that you get EV outbreaks. As somebody who's hunted for a shiny alpha EV over the past 3 years, it's not like you're gonna be hunting for months on months. I spent 3+ years hunting for that on and off, but that's not something that's gonna be a quick hunt, Lucky. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't find that shiny until after summer this year of consistently hunting. That would not shock me if you told me it took 6 months. Just hunted ZA? Yeah, but it's more rewarding in Arceus. The alphas are bigger and they're cooler and they have more aura and they're skivvier and more Sigma and everything else. Want it? I got it. Want it? I got it. I guess on my first save after beating end. Yeah, I got some of my first saves after beating the end, but not on this one. You got a few shiny EVs? I hunted Zia just to feel something at this point. Don't say that. 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 No. Shiny hunting in Zia just to feel something is the equivalent of drinking away your problems, air traffic. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Don't turn to the dark side. Open Pokemon Sword right now and do a big boy shiny hunt. Furthermore, do your Darkrai hunt alongside it. Take a break from Espeon hunting at the 556. You got Jolteon in 3, so I definitely imagine your Espeon's gonna be like 15, 1600. Could be wrong, but that's my guess. So what are you hunting now, Amelia? Exactly, you gotta do daily encounters. I've enjoyed that part of shiny hunting, like on the what's it called? Shiny hunting in black and white. I do enjoy more so like the daily aspect of, oh, just doing my daily encounters. You know what I mean? Just getting some dailies in. You know, it's not like, oh, I gotta hunt until I find the shiny. You know, just get my dailies in. Don't worry about it. Don't expect the shiny. Just get the dailies in. And then when you find it, it's like, holy shit, it's shiny. Look at it go. Dude. Oh, I just haven't touched a specific. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I'll make Bingo too because it forced me to do something to enjoy. Yes. That is why I'm holding everybody accountable. If you put your bingo in the Discord chat, I will in fact be holding you accountable. I will absolutely. When I'm done my bingo, I expect you guys to be done yours too. Or at least close. It's February and I haven't found a shiny. Well, have you been looking? No, because you've been too busy looking at other people's shinies. Lock the freak in. What's up, Reeves? Shanix, what's up, dude? Gonna try to make a bingo board? You should. And I will say, I would allow you to put Jolteon on the board. If you really want to, I'd let you put Jolteon on the board. Today's the last day. After January, chat. After January. Board's up. It's a little too late to make a board. You can make a board whenever you want, realistically, but... Typically, shiny bingo boards are balanced by having 12 months, not 11. That's a cop-out? Alright, I respect it. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Reeves. I'm pretty good, homie. How are you, bro? How are you? How are you? I absolutely have been looking, you dog. Oh, yeah? Then where's your shiny? Where is it? Actually, what are you looking for? What is your next hunt? I remember you briefly mentioning a potential future. Oh, yes. You said you're in the water. Yes. Not the water area, the snow area. Are you... Oh, it was Pikachu. I was like, what the fuck was that noise? Are you... You said you're next into the snowy area, right? But you don't get there till like the 6th badge. So are you just running with what you have now until then? I found a guy on TikTok and I had to question myself if that's you or not. Probably not. I mean, I don't post on TikTok. I don't have time to make a board. I might make one while I'm snowed in. If you're in my stream right now, J-Money, you got time. You're just choosing not to. And that's fair. That's very fair. You know, if it's not that important to you, then you don't have the time to do something that's not necessarily important. However, claiming you don't have the time is not true. As you got the time. You're here right now. You've been here for past like hour and a half. Totally could whipped up a bingo board. You know what I mean? You have the time. You just choose not to spend it. Rightfully so, but still. Never say you don't have the time. You always have time. Oh, yes. You're doing Chico. Right. Is that what you've been doing then? Like, is that what you locked it on Chico? Good luck, bro. Reggie Ice, what's up, Shiny LGG? What's up, homie? What do you have for, Red Ice, Reeves? What is your encounter count at? Remember me? I do indeed. What's up, homie? How we doing? Good. Visited my brother's college 2 hours away. Whoa. How was that? 12-3-4-3. Must really hate you. Damn. What mythic are you for completing the ZA decks? That's not known. As of right now, Pokemon ZA is still not compatible with Pokemon Home. What was it like? Like, I'm gonna be honest, because I've always thought this. I'm assuming you went to his dorm, right? Did it feel really crammed when you were sitting inside, or did you guys go out the entire time? Because I imagine it wasn't just you. I imagine it was you and maybe at least one of your parents. If not more. You'll be compatible with Home next month, I think. We shall see. What do you think? Oh, it's either gonna be Hooper or Volcanion. I think it's a no-brainer. Hooper or Volcanion. It totally could be something else. I mean, like, totally could be. There is no reason Keldeo should be in Sword and Shield. No reason for Keldeo. Keldeo was Gen 5. Sword and Shield is Sword and Shield. I know the Sword and Shield legendaries are like the Swords of Justice are in Sword and Shields. But if that's all it takes, then it could be Marshadow, because Marshadow's in ZA. It could be Darkrai. Darkrai's in ZA. And technically speaking, there's no way to get shiny Darkrai right now. There's no way. Because the event was limited in BSB. Right? So, it could be Darkrai, because he's in there. Could be Magearna. Because you get the Pokeball Magearna, but that's not shiny Magearna. That's a different form Magearna. I think that's right. You know what I mean? So it could be not Hoopa, it could not be Volcanic, it could be something else, but Hoopa Volcanion makes the most sense, given that Manaphy was BDSP, Meltan was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I think that makes the most sense. Shall we shiny hunt more? Go for it, bro. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Go for it, bro. The whole family went? Oh, we picked him up, went out? Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's fire. Is he failing his classes? Or is he locked in? We got a shiny Aura event, Sword and Shield. Yeah, but that was an event. That was a one-time thing. Just like there was a shiny Meloetta event. There was... Or maybe... No, maybe there wasn't. But there was a shiny... Oh... No, but there's a shiny Meltan. You could get shiny Meltan in Pokemon Go. You get shiny Meltan in this game. For completing this deck is Meltan. So... that overrules the requirement that the mythical be shiny and never before obtainable. You know what I mean? Because Meltan is available in Pokemon Go, they could make it a Pokemon that is available elsewhere. Like Zeraora. Should have been Sarud? Could have been. Mir, thank you for the follow. Mermolnir. I butchered the fuck out of that name. Thank you for the follow, dude. What, dude? Welcome on in. He locked W Mans. What's your brother in college for, Reeves? You want the truth? I didn't even know you had a brother. Law? W Mans, bro. Tell him to teach me. Let me, like, plug a USB into his brain and then plug one into my brain so I can just take all of his knowledge. I'll pull the mic Ross. Fuck it. Smile. Teach me how to Dougie? YouTube can do that. Not me, though. I don't know how to. Exactly. I got the debating skills. I don't have the lawful knowledge. I don't have the textbook knowledge. That is the one thing that also, like, kind of makes it, like, me hesitant. Or the other thing that made me just, like, decide I'm not gonna do law. I have a poor memory. Now, when I lock in on something, Pokemon, I remember a lot. But it's not consistent. And law... half of law is being able, like, you know, being a lawyer is, you know, when you're in court, you know, fighting in court, right? The other half is knowing the law. You know, I can't argue a lawyer on who's legally, because that's all it is. It's like arguing who is legally correct. I can't argue if you're legally correct if I don't know what legally correct is. And that's a whole fucking thing. Because there's so much about law. All existing laws. But then it goes even a step further because you can look at all the existing laws, right? But there's always cases where sometimes the law is exempted in certain specific scenarios. And so one thing that happens a little bit in law is lawyers can bring up a past scenario where a law was exempted or there was like something was like ignored or overruled or something. That's a similar scenario to the current. So an example would be if in 1884, your grandmother got away with robbing a bank because this isn't like realistic, but just using it as an example. I don't know specifics, so I have to use it like an unrealistic example, unfortunately. Let's say your grandmother got exempted from robbing a bank for, I don't know, because the bank owner owed her money and it was hearsay that she got permission, right? In 1884. Well, if that specific scenario or one that's similar enough reoccurs again, you can bring that up as your argument. In this case, 100 years ago, this grandmother got permission to rob a bank and she was set free. She was claimed innocent. My client is also innocent. That is a valid argument. So not only do you have to remember everything in the law, but you low-key need to study previous one-off cases and remember why and how. And then it re-execute it that way. Which is, like, it's memory squared, basically. And when my memory is not great, how the fuck am I supposed to lock in on memory squared? You know what I mean? That lurker me is leaving. We'll see you later, dude. Thank you for stopping by, homie. Have a good rest of your weekend. Appreciate the lurk as well, Wormhole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been at home safe and sound. I'm glad you did not run into any people. Specifically grandmothers. I don't know what it is, but you have a tendency to run over elderly women, Caleb. I'm glad that didn't happen today. You don't really need to remember cases. It's a lot of research. No, absolutely. However, you need to remember those specific cases. Because if you don't remember those cases, or at least keep them in mind, you may not discover it when you do research. Like, yeah, you totally can compensate with research. Like, a lack of memory can be compensated for research, but a really good lawyer would be effective at both. And I know how I am. If I'm gonna go debate with somebody, I need to be the best. If I'm going to go fight for you legally, I need to be as good as my standards hold me to be. And unfortunately, with my current memory, I will not be able to become the lawyer that I would want to be. How do you know I didn't? And no, I do not. See, well, there you go. That's exactly how I know. Even though every state and law, what's it called? Even though every other state has to get all their states to say, yep, you can split into 2 states. But when Texas joined the US, they were a country. So if they wanted to, they could just say we're splitting up into 5 states. Texas is considered a country? Really? Chat, is this true? Any Americans in chat, can we vouch for this? So yeah, anyways, that whole yapping was about Reeves. Tell your brother to teach me everything. Smile. Was a country? But how long ago was it a country? I rub my tap, or fuck me. I rub my tip, use good English, stroke my shaft, slap my balls, and stick it in the pocket. Yeah, I play pool. What the fuck? This is what Caleb just sent me. That's what he sent me. Shout out pool players, bro. Shout out to pool players, dog. Maybe some freaky ass motherfuckers out there, bro. But shout out to them. My family plays pool. My 2 roommates actually play in pool leagues. Hey, Soggy. Stay forever. Any phases? Nope. We did get our Boltorb earlier, but no phases today. Not complaining though. Is it bad that I have like 12 water bottles in my trash can? Fuck no, that's amazing. Good, bro. I mean, okay, actually, I'm gonna lie to you. That's awful. Why are you not recycling them? Take them out of the trash can, recycle them. Give yourself a recycling can. You can recycle those. But that's not what you were asking about. So, as to what you were directly asking about, no, that's good. You need to drink a fuck ton of water every day. And that's good that you're doing that because you're supposed to. Texas broke away from Mexico for a time. It was kind of its own country. Texas used to be owned by Mexico? Whoa. Before the USA was considered united with the 50 states? Oh. Oh my god, that's why it's called United States of America. Because they're all states and they're united. Dude, that's crazy. I never knew that. I mean, like, why would I? Because believe it or not, Americans, we don't learn about your country unless you live in the country. We have our own lore. So before you guys call me fucking stupid for not knowing that, hop off. I don't care about America. But I never knew that. That's crazy. Like, it makes sense. But it's just, I've always thought, oh, it's just the US. So they're united because they're a big country. I don't fucking know. United States, because they're all states that are united. That's crazy. Canada Day. Woo, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm excited for Canada Day, bro. I didn't get to really celebrate Canada Day. Canada Day. I always hate saying that fucking word. Canada Day. I didn't really get to celebrate last year. I'm excited to do it this year. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. The fuck is that? Stupid American. What do we? No, I'm kidding. It's basically Canada's version of July 4th. You know what I mean? Like, we just celebrate being Canadian. Typically with fireworks. I know Canadian history and I'm a full-time USA resident. I respect that, but most people don't. And July 3rd? No, Canada Day is, we do things based off of like the day of the year. We don't have a set date. So I noticed that on a lot of American things are specific dates. A lot of Canadian things are like the second X of, like our Thanksgiving. Is it the second Monday of, no, that's Easter. Easter is this, whatever, but when is Thanksgiving? It's like the second blank of every October. When is Thanksgiving Canada? It's the second Monday in October, and I'm pretty sure when is Canada Day? It's also, oh, it's July 1st. No, I lied, never mind. It's just July 1st. What? Oh, interesting. If July 1st is on a Sunday, then July 2nd is considered the holiday. That, I didn't know that. Interesting. I never knew that. I don't know if any Canadians are in here right now, but there's a little bit of lore for you. I never knew that. It's July 1st. Oh, Canadians celebrate Canada Day on July 1st to commemorate the anniversary of Canadian Confederation in 1867, when the British North American Acts united 3 colonies into a single dominion, marking the birth of modern Canada. So basically, because I was like, why is Canada Day like 3 days before
67,
like,
67,
American
67.
Day, I guess, like July 4th, you know what I mean? I was like, did we copy you guys? But no, it's to celebrate Canada becoming its own country. I didn't know that, actually. That's cool. Smack my mic again. Sagi, thank you for the 6 months. Next month, it'll be 7 months. And then you can 6, 7, 6, 7 again. America's starting 250 years this old? Or this year? Are you guys gonna do anything crazy? Probably not. I imagine like 99.9% of people don't give a shit, but I'm intrigued to know if like anything for the big 250? I guess it's like a little soon to be talking about that, but hi, Grimer. Cause I can taste it. I'm guessing that's a no. I'm gonna assume that Americans not doing anything special for 250. I mean, like America as a whole, like maybe like the whole weekend you guys get off instead of just the one day. I want to do a cookie with my friends, but we're having another ball drop. What is a ball drop? I'm so stupid. I went to Reload Discord. Went over to the exit button on accident and closed Twitch while watching you. Dude, I've been there so many times, Warble. Don't worry, dog. We've been there. Been there, done that. Like on New Year's? What? You guys do a ball drop for July 4th? I've never heard of that before. We usually don't, but we will this year. Is that meant to, is that supposed to be, like they're doing that because it's 250 years? Because it's 250 years, they're gonna do a ball drop? Is that what you mean? Or is, yeah, okay. I think that's kind of, I mean, it's better than doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I will say, I think it's very lame when you do nothing for big, I guess like milestones like that. So I'm glad you're doing something, at least. But I feel like 250 you only have once. So you can only do 250, and that's a significant number. It's a quarter of 1,000, right? 250 is a big number. You can only do that once in history. You can never celebrate 250 again. So for 250, why are you just gonna do what you do for New Year's? You know what I mean? Like, you do a ball drop every year for New Year's. Why are you gonna just do a ball drop for 250? You know what I mean? I think you could do a little bit better than that, Mr. or Mrs. I don't know who the hell decides that stuff. It's definitely, I definitely don't think it's the president, so don't start flaming that guy, but whoever the hell cooked up the idea of, let's do another ball drop. That was a lazy ass idea. Yeah, the song's really sad. I don't know, I didn't even realize. When I should put it down. Give it as a quarter of 1,000. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a big deal. It's a quarter of 1,000. That is a big number. 250 years? That's a big ass number. That's arguably like top 5 most important numbers in history, I would say. You know what I mean? So I feel like you should do something a little bit more than just ball drop. But also, you do make a good point in air traffic. Shout out Turmoil. I'm having a good time bombing it up. I think you should do a cookout with your friends anyways, though, if I'm being honest, personally. I think you should do both. Because the country is doing a ball drop, and then you yourself as an individual can do your own little celebration at the same time. I think it's really cool. I think little, like, what's the word? Things like that, like 4th of July for Americans, Canada Day for Canadians, whatever it may be. I love little things like that that just give you a reason to celebrate something. I love those kind of things because I strongly, strongly believe that you always need something to look forward to. Always. And something like that is something to look forward to. A point in time where you and friends and family will get together, just a giant get together, have a giant cookout, and celebrate 250 years of America. Even if you hate America, it's a good fucking, that's a pretty damn good excuse to have a bunch of people get together and have a good time. And I love that. I love that for you. You can probably nut. Because people are so miserable nowadays. People don't even celebrate their birthdays anymore, bro. Yeah, I would just don't mention ice period. I'm gonna be honest. Don't even say it. Don't even talk about it. There's no no reason to. So you didn't know, and you said you're not trying to bring politics in, so I'm not drilling you, but just don't mention it in chat. I still do something on my birthday. I feel like as you get older, you celebrate it less and less. Like, I feel like I noticed, I don't know how old you were, LGG, and in all honesty, I don't want to know. But I feel like I noticed a lot more people who are adults above the age of 20, 21, 22 don't celebrate their birthday anymore. And I think that's so sad. Yo, Waves, I got the shiny charm. Act proud. Yo. Yo, you have the shiny charm photo? That's a W, bro. W mans, bro. Dude, that grind is... I know that grind is exhausting. 100% worth it. Huge W, bro. You better notice the shinies are gonna start flying in, bro. You're gonna have an infinite shiny farm. That's so fire. W Paul, bro. Congrats on getting your shiny charm. It's a fucking grind and a half. Trust me, I've been there. I've done it. I hate it. Congrats, dude. I'm happy for you that you're finally done that shit and you can finally get the shiny hunting. How'd I do? How did I do, chat? Oh, you got the charm in Gen 6? Okay, nah, I'm gonna be real, bro. I was low-key bullshitting, but that's fire. I was bullshitting because I thought you were talking about ZA, and I don't really give a fuck about Legends Z. I'm gonna be real. What you got in Gen 6? That's fire because that's a fucking grind. Nah, okay, like, I was bullshitting before, but mad respects. Shout out to you for doing it the legitimate way. I respect the fuck out of that. Nah, that's gas. You cooked on that one. Why though? I don't know. I agree. LG, it is really special, but people don't. I'm guilty of it. I myself don't celebrate, but I don't celebrate for different reasons. Like a lot of other people don't celebrate for their own reasons that I don't agree with. I don't celebrate for different reasons that I don't necessarily want to get into on stream. But if I could celebrate, I would. That's what I would say. I would celebrate my birthday if I totally could. But can't really do that. So you'll see. Just come out. 93 in Splatoon. Holy shit. Dexnav, Masudo. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. You're gonna go crazy. I think it's because there are less big birthdays when you turn 15, 16. You must get loan your driver's license, and 20 you get to smoke. Leave your parents, but after that, it's just like a milestone birthday. You're very right. It is there. They're definitely, that is a good point. There's definitely less impactful birthdays, but still. When you're you're very right. I think the thing that people suck at is when you're an adult, you're kind of, typically you are in charge of hosting your birthday. Like when you're a kid, you don't really do anything, right? Everybody sets up your birthday for you. Like when you're like, it's your 8th birthday, you're not planning out your party. Your mom might be like, what do you want to do? And you're helping her like plan what you want to do. But your mom's doing all the work, or your dad, or your guardian, whoever. Somebody's doing the work for you. They're inviting people, they're getting the invitations, they're doing everything for you. When you're an adult, unless somebody else throws you a party, which doesn't really happen, especially nowadays, you're in charge of doing it yourself. You have to make your birthday important. If you don't make your birthday important, it's not gonna feel important. And I just feel like just people just don't do that. They just don't. Not try again. Run it back, Soggy. Run it back. Just retype the message again with the corrections. Run it back. Because I don't know. Fuck that. Auto pull up with a blunt bottle of vodka. Celebrate regardless. It's excuse to do so. Oh, take. Oh no, I see what you're saying. Take advantage of it. No, I see. That's what I'm saying. I 100% agree. It's an excuse to do something fun. Oh, that's so huge. Shiny Magnemite, that's so sick. Let me tell you why that's so good, bro. Because I do not want to catch these guys. Are you kidding me? Dude, look, this guy's gonna move it like you've never seen before. I am so glad that we found this randomly while chaining Muck. Or Grimer. Dude. Thank you. I was gonna say, you need to move. This guy's gonna move so much. Hold on. We gotta lock in. Maybe I want to nab. No, because the catch rate's not very high. I'm just gonna Golden Res. And I'm gonna switch. Okay, he's not moving now. See? And he's also a pain to catch. He's not very easy to catch. This is why I was intentionally hunting this one last, hoping to phase on it. And we did! Yes! Shiny Magnemite, baby. Huge. Complete wrong target, but I have never been more happy in my life to phase, brother. Oh my god. Huge. We do need one more, and that did cost us our Grimer catch combo, but that's fine. Grimer's easy to catch. I don't care about that. Way easier than this guy. Nature guesses for the thing. The little thing. Sorry. I do have to end stream soon. I don't know why, but I was just told to come upstairs. No. 112. I'm gonna guess bashful. I don't know why. I was feeling bashful. But the actual nature is careful. Ah, I was so close. Anybody get it? Any careful guessers? Nope. But I'll take it, dude. That's a shiny Magnemite. None the freaking last, brother. Change markings. Favor that. Oh. No, not that one. What? Markings? You can make them pit. I didn't know that. Did anybody else know that? I had no idea that you could. I thought it was just like blue or nothing. Does anybody, off topic completely, does anybody ever use these markings, by the way? I have never in my life done this. I have no idea what it means. Anyways. Huge. Okay. 6. Sort of favors on top. So the thing we face, if we go back, we won't be able to see Big Man, but I'm not against going to farm more items. before we run back muck backwards tomorrow. I know it was a shorter stream today. I'm sorry. I don't know. I have to go. I don't know what it is, but they need me to go do something. And also, I low-key want to start editing the video. But I was supposed to, what? Oh, spreadsheet. That's what it was. Yes, I was like, there's one more thing I'm supposed to do. We're not done yet, though. We are going to go grab some items and do our honorary Mewtwo encounter. Bum, bum. Dude, that's so sick. I cannot tell you guys how relieved I am for that. I was dreading the Magnemite hunt so much. Thank you for the like. Dino, thank you. Dude, I'm so glad we don't have to do that, chat. Where is Magnemite in the decks? Oh, he's kind of early on. Okay. Also, I don't know why my Pikachu was stolen out of his mind, but shout out to him. Give me 3 more Pokemon out of my bingo. What games do you have available? I will give you meaningful, actual hunts, Amelia. He is mewing. He'd be locked in like that, bro. He'd just be kind of going crazy with that. All Switch games. Can I see your current bingo, Amelia? Can you just like show me it? I need to get a vibe for what you're kind of looking for. Snom is a meaningful actual hunt. You just said that because it's the first Pokemon that came to mind. There's no meaning behind it other than you said it. I'll post this one. Yeah. Because looking at it, A, will give me a better understanding of like what your targets are, what kind of Pokemon you want to hunt for, and your taste in shinies, I suppose. What are you ending now? Graveler. We're gonna do Mewtwo right now. Back to birthday combo. I had ice cream for breakfast, went for a walk, and shiny at my cafe birthday this year. See, that's how you celebrate a birthday. That's how you do it. Meaningful. Ice cream for breakfast. Huge. Going to shiny hunts in a cafe. Huge. Going out, you went to a cafe, and then your shiny hunted there, which is peak gaming. Why would you not? Chimchar, Sneasel, Zygarde, Absol. Okay, so I see a couple challenging hunts. I see a couple of easy hunts, and I see a couple of in-between hunts. Just like, oh, this guy's cool. Okay. Looking at this, Amelia. Well, you said you only have access to the Switch games. I would say... if you really want a crazy hard fucking hunt, shiny, wild, legendary birds in this game. Only 4 have ever been found in this world, or like in the worlds. One of them was found by one of our community members. It's pinned. If you look at the shinies pinned, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Snowy. Motherfucker found a shiny Zapdos. Crazy. But I don't know how challenging you want your challenging hunts to be. But I just see if Zygarde there and Chimchar. I would consider those challenging hunts. Maybe throw in, unless Chimchar is your favorite starter, maybe toss in like a Masuda hunt for your favorite shiny starter. Totally could do that as a Masuda hunt. Again, if it's Masuda, it can be whatever game you want. Sword, Shield, Scarvy, whatever. Looking at Mawile, I see Mawile. Maybe like your favorite Shalfa too, like a Shalfa of whatever your favorite Pokemon is. Assuming it's either in Legends Arceus or Legends EA. And that's 2. One more. I see Kyurem. I see... thinking. You want a challenge, but like a 2-year challenge. I'm thinking like all the hard hunts that I know of are older games. A hard hunt on the Switch games. You want to no. You want a hard one? I know you already have a Reggie. Wild shiny Regigigas in Pokemon Sword and Shield. After you catch all the Reggies in the game, I'm pretty sure it's after that, you can find a Regigigas raid den, and that raid den can be shiny. You could totally do that. That's time consuming, that's hard, but it's not like impossible, you know what I mean? I've seen people do it. It's not like a super hard hunt. It's literally just Dynamax Adventure Soft resets, and it's 1 in 4K. So it's still time consuming, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not crazy. Okay, anyways. That's my final suggestion. Honorary Mewtwo Jack before we end today's stream. Maybe he's a shiny gamer. I want to do that hunt. Do you think Ryan was taking us the Bircho? His all three of them in the wild shiny? It's not impossible, but only a couple people done it. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Already chatters and chatheads and everything in between. That is what we're going to off with today's stream. I know it's a shorter one. I was late. I apologize. And I don't know what I have to go do, but I have to go do something. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. Soggy, thank you for the 6 months of tier 1. And Ellie, thank you for the 3 months of tier 1. Thank you both so very much. We'll be back again tomorrow on time. I promise. There's no way I wake up. Today happens again. There's no way I sleep in, wake up late, and then when I go to shower, motherfucker enters the shower and sits there for 30 minutes. There's no way that happens again. No chance. So I will be on time tomorrow. And I will be wait. Actually, I lied. There's a small chance I might not be live tomorrow. I am supposed to be going to the arcade with a friend who from out of town, but I don't know if she's still coming. I haven't confirmed that with her. So I'll let you guys know in the Discord. If I assume that I'm streaming, but if I say in the Discord, then obviously, you know what I mean? So if you haven't joined, don't join. Yeah, if you haven't joined, don't join. Totally, that's what I meant to say. Absolutely. If you haven't joined, click right there. Join up on the Discord server. I'll let you guys know. Again, in the instance I don't say anything by like an hour before stream tomorrow, I will be live. But that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a good rest of your weekend. If I do see you tomorrow, then I will see you guys then for Muck Backwards times 2 or more Magnemite phases. Hey, I'm just saying, we need to get 2 Magnemite. If we want to get a random one again, I will totally take that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will see you guys soon. Wait! I did this again. Is anybody allowed to raid? Radiant. Do you guys want to raid Radiant again? Or we can raid Pokefib. No. We're gonna raid Fib. He's playing Cobblemon. He is cobbling his mon. He's doing hardcore Cobblemon day 2. So if you guys want to go watch him, I don't know who Gremlin is, unfortunately. I know I just said bye. I literally just shoot you guys away. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I want to start raiding more. I really want to get into more raiding messages. If you haven't already, if you're a sub, copy this message and just go spam that in his chat. Anyways, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Go show him some love. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I think that's good.